This week on Theater Mode.
What the fuck?
Hacked! Oh, this is the real movie we're making right now?
Did he just say calm the F down, shit happens?
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Hi, I'm Michael, and you're watching Off Topic. To watch this show live Fridays, 12 p.m. Central, click right here. Go to roosterteeth.com, sign up to be a sponsor. First month is free, and you get access to this podcast live. Documentaries like Let's Play Live and Connected, available now. And be sure to check out our new show, Theater Mode. It's out right now. Go watch it. I'll see you there.
Everybody.
That might be the best start to Off Topic ever.
I felt it coming, too.
Unintentional start. That was fantastic.
Great.
I was just gonna open up with I'm tired.
Yeah, what a what?
Yeah.
Jack just beat me to it.
There you go.
Welcome to Off Topic,
Christ.
Howdy.
episode number 22. This week we are sponsored by 1-800-Flowers, Crunchyroll, and Movement Watches. I have a watch and there's flowers. I don't have a Crunchyroll in my hand, but it's a
But it sounds
website.
delicious.
What
Or
is a Crunchyroll?
I don't know what an actual Crunchyroll is.
No.
Crunchyroll is the streaming service.
I assume it's
Watch
something
anime.
sushi related.
I mean, I know like an
Yeah.
egg roll. Like, is it
I
kind of like
don't
that?
know.
Is it like an egg roll, like rolled in brown sugar? 'Cause I
tempura
would eat that
sushi.
shit.
Yes.
I would eat that.
That's
I would
what
eat
a
that.
Crunchyroll is. It's a brown sugar rolled egg roll.
Dude, I would eat
with
the
that
shit out of that.
dab of wasabi on it.
Ooh.
You know what I realized?
I don't know about the wasabi, but...
That would be fun.
I didn't do last week. I didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh.
So
That
no
doesn't-
one knew.
You're Michael.
No one knew.
Who was on last week?
It was I don't remember who or where. I remember.
I
who.
saw the video, but
It
I don't know
was-
who you guys
who
are,
the hell
so
was,
with no introduction, I have
Traco
no
was
clue.
there.
Blaine just
Michael-
walk around eating pizza
It was
behind the
Michael,
scenes.
Lindsay, Trevor, Ryan.
Ryan.
Do you guys want
Gotcha.
pizza?
There
Do
you
you
go.
want Blaine to get us some pizza?
Yeah, Blaine, get us some
I'm
pizza.
good.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna
Pepperoni.
eat on the podcast.
Something with veggies.
Okay, well,
Love you, Buff
people are
Buddy.
gonna love that.
I'll take it off. I'll eat
You know
it
what's-
over
Thanks,
there.
Jack.
So you're Michael, I'm Jeff, that's Jack, and
Hey.
the world
I'm
famous
Jeremy.
Mr.
Hi, yeah,
J.
what's up?
There
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
you got
There
really
you go.
confused by that one.
So this
Got it.
monitor right here is fucking
Washed out.
washed out, and it's bugging the shit out of me.
That was
Don't
good.
look
Yeah,
at
look
those.
at
Those-
that.
I know,
those
but that's
look
my
great.
go-to monitor.
Those look great.
Right.
Oh,
We didn't
dude,
look
you
like
look
shit.
you look sick in that monitor.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I look
Very
sicker than
pale.
normal. Yeah. I'm a little AIDS-er over on that side.
Yeah.
Well, you were up late last
Just a
night.
little
Not as
bit.
late as Michael, but you were up late.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, so we should
Oh,
say
yeah.
Oh,
this is
before we go any further.
Well, I should say this first.
real
This
quick.
is pre-recorded. Well, again,
Right.
one day
It's
early. 'cause
Thursday the 28th
We're
right
not
now.
actually here.
Gus
right now.
bumped us.
Yeah, we got Gus.
He's got a thing that he's doing tomorrow. He's like, I need your slot, and I'll cut you if you don't give me it. So I was
did.
like, okay, that's fine.
He's doing something special.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll be cool if he actually does it.
Or else ruin
Hey,
us.
shit
One or
happens.
the other.
It's okay, what can I say?
So I have to, before we go into anything else,
Yeah.
I've been told I need to print a retraction. And that retraction is, my mother is a really good mom. And she loves me, and she doesn't hate me. And she was always a really good mom, and she's super cool. And she just cares about me and loves me. And anything disparaging I may or may not have said about my mother, which I don't remember being disparaging, just being honest,
Right.
was just a joke, and it's not true,
There you go.
according to my mom, who
Gotcha.
told me I had to say,
Right.
I'm sorry, I also had to say that she is an angelic human being.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
I
extreme.
fulfilled that obligation.
Huh. Boy, you
Happy Mother's Day.
don't
There you go.
you look silly now
Don't I feel stupid?
after all those things you said that weren't
All
true.
I said was I talked about some texts that my mother sent me
Right.
that were factually accurate.
right,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you read them.
But,
You explained what she wrote,
yes.
but you didn't get the meaning behind them.
Right,
is
right.
what
There's,
she
there
said.
are subtleties in text
Right.
that are hard to pick up.
Right.
And then when we sat down at
Tone
PAX
is
East
hard.
to do that little interview thing, we were trying to think of what to talk about.
Jeremy, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you not bring that up? Because there's a chance my mother will watch this, and I guarantee you she didn't watch that.
Oh, well, you know what you said? You said, I love my mom.
I said my mom's great.
and
Said
she
she's
loves
a
me.
salt of the earth, lovely woman, bless her heart.
Yeah, that's
I
exactly
can't
what
believe
you
that.
said.
That was so
As
nice.
good as
It
good
was
as
the
a
nicest thing.
as good as a humanly good as a mother can be.
I
So-
stepped away to eat a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
So I don't want to
It's,
be that rude guy. who
Thanks,
eats it all
Jack.
the time.
It's
Yeah.
Dude, you know what
That was
people
lunch.
were freaking out about last week? Ryan kept clicking that that bottle cap shooter
Oh,
that
yeah.
Greg Miller and I cut ourselves
Oh,
on.
really?
Yeah, and people were like, "Fucking stop!" So I have to. I don't know if it's already been taken away from the set, but I was gonna take it away just after last week. Then Lindsay was here, and she's always got a friggin' notebook and a pen, and she's clicking a pen, and then I found myself holding the pen and clicking it without even realizing
I'm
it.
just
So I
gonna be like-
got rid of it. That's fine,
entire
because that's
the
commitment
file.
if you do that.
That was pretty good.
I was just waiting for you to do one. It was gonna
I
be
got.
like, bloop, bloop,
I
You got
got
fart noise
yeah,
in
I
it?
was gonna be like, I can't do that. I can never do that.
I could as a kid.
Under
but
the armpit?
I don't want to touch that part of me.
There you
As
go.
an adult.
But
Yeah,
you're-
it's true. This
How many
place-
times have you showered today?
I'll touch it.
I've showered one time.
Oh, okay, that's it.
But it's only
low day. Yeah.
It's only new. So.
Low day.
Well, that's
I will probably
Josh, I should
shower.
be up on the
clean
set.
guy.
I will probably shower again tonight.
What's up?
I'm looking at all the shit on the set.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not shit. It's beautiful, beautiful pieces of history.
Yeah,
Of off
it's pretty
topic, really.
awesome.
Oh, I should also mention too. Last week, I lied to you. I'll do another lie to your face. Last week, I mentioned that Marcus is gonna brand the table. He's not gonna brand the table. He's gonna, but he's not today because we had to film it early because of Gus's thing, and Marcus is busy on Thursday, so he can't do it until next week. Until we get bumped next week, and then we can't do it next week.
So
but that'll
moral-
be something that we'll deal with when we come.
Moral
to
of the story is Gus ruins everything.
it. Well,
I think it's.
I'm
that,
not saying
I
it.
think it's
No.
that Marcus is fucking terrified to be on camera.
no, he loves it.
No, yeah, Marcus loves to be on camera.
It's great.
Dude, do you see that behind the scenes of the Orcs Must Die thing we did?
The behind the scenes, no.
No, it's pretty cool. All the props and stuff those guys made for the shoot.
Did you
Looked awesome.
see? Did you see the Orcs Must Die, Orcs Must Live booth at? PAX?
Yeah. All
Yeah,
this just,
that was
this-
fucking cool.
They were just rolling our thing over and over
Yeah,
and over
so
again.
at PAX they had an Orcs Must Die booth, to promote the game, and one side of it they turned into like a wall that had like the trailer playing over and over again, and a bunch of shit on the walls, and it said Orcs Must Live, and then you could go up and you could pick up all these signs like you're picketing that say Orcs Must Live and like free orcs and kind of like the. They was all spelled wacky, kind of like a
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A ad, yeah. And
Right.
you could go and like stand in it and take a picture.
Wait, that's spelled wacky.
But then they had people in orc costumes
Yeah.
walking around. Not only that, those people were breakdancers. So every now and then they would drop their stuff and start doing breakdance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
it's
It
really
was
cool.
pretty fucking cool.
Because reasons.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And people like it in Destiny.
Why
not?
That's true.
Good point. Can you break dance in Destiny?
Well, I mean,
you should be
I mean,
able
you can
to, like-
dance.
Yeah, but you should be able
They
to
have-
like
they have the,
spin,
they
like,
have the
throw
Apache
cardboard
dance now.
down.
But I'm just saying, like, my favorite thing in Destiny is just like the looseness of it. You know what
There's
I
some of
mean?
the props.
There
Oh, there he is. He made it on.
He made it on for a fraction of a second.
He's just holding a
Yeah,
brain.
It was a third of a second. Someone's like, "Cut away!"
Does that count for a walk-on for the swear jar?
I don't think so. I don't think so. He's got one so far. Marcus also part of the what is it? It's like the Clean Mouth Club or
Oh, yeah.
something.
Who has never said a curse
It's part
word.
of the swear jar listing.
Oh.
He has anyone who's been on that hasn't swore. Is
Yeah.
under like
They're in
clean
the- yeah,
mouth.
gotcha.
Are
He's
you
got
the
a little
only one
scrub.
who has been a main cast member and hasn't
The
sworn?
last episode I was on, I made it a point to try to not swear, and I pulled it off.
You
I got
did it.
very close one time, and then I stopped myself. But yeah, I went in a whole episode to see if I could do it, and it is fucking hard.
the only one who's done
It
it.
is.
And
It
so
slips out.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't help each other.
No, it's like curse words to us are almost like punctuation.
Yeah.
Instead of just going
It's a lot
it's,
easier
fuck.
when you're like outside of work and with normal people.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you talk like them.
You can
Yeah.
turn it off.
But when everyone else, it's more noticeable when you're the only person. You know what I mean? But when you work with me and Jeff
Yeah, when-
and Lindsay, it's just like Carrie. Carrie's got a little mouth.
Yeah,
on
he
him.
does.
That kid's been on like 2
It
episodes.
took me like
and he,
7 episodes
Dude,
to beat
I-
his
yeah.
one.
I did some streaming the other day with Adam Ellis with Gilby here, and that dude curses so much.
Yeah, he
like
does.
on the stream, it was like wow, like I was overwhelmed by how much he cursed. Because typically when I stream, it's just Katie and I, and he joined us, and I was like, God damn, dude, like he would not stop cursing. I was like, all right,
I work with Michael every day, and still this is a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
you know,
weird.
the last time I was on this this off-topic podcast, I think it was the time when Brandon was on it.
Oh yeah.
So he hasn't spoken to me since.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Oh, what
he, I think
happened?
But did
I
he-
think
he hates it.
Brandon was gonna be the next achievement hunter. What happened to
Did
him?
he
Is
speak to
did we
you?
scare him away?
But when was the last time he spoke to you before that?
I see him occasionally.
Yeah.
You know, we'll say what's up or whatever.
So, or
I'm
well,
like-
he said what you say.
Yeah.
I mean, that was.
Was it you still work here?
He
Question
flicked him
mark.
off.
Had one of those-
He flicks him off and says, "You fired yet?" That's what he says.
Seems about right.
Sounds like something I would say.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
specifically remember saying.
Sounds
that.
like something he would go home and write down in his journal.
I can either confirm
Yeah.
or deny.
Probably accurate.
But I love Brandon. I had such
Yeah.
a nice time talking to him. But I get.
I actually ran into him. I've seen
He
him.
looked shell-shocked.
He did a little bit. I've seen him one time since the podcast, and it was like a week after it.
Did he get fired?
No. He was lingering around a lot, so I
All
think
right.
he still works here. And I'm like, oh, Brandon, thanks for being on the podcast, by the way, because I'm sure I was like really drunk at the end of it, and I was probably like, thanks. So I was like, oh, thanks for being on. It was really funny, and he was just like, yeah, it was good.
No.
What does that mean? Or it's something like that, paraphrasing. It was some sort of
felt
like
like-
Brandon, like, oh yeah, they liked it. They liked it a lot. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
The weird backhanded
Thought it was
compliment.
great.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I
It
guess.
felt like old times again to me.
Yeah, I think you guys might have a different feeling about old times, though.
Than he does.
Yeah. I think one of you might enjoy it more than the other. Just a thought.
Oh
Insane.
man.
I was gonna drink this. This is yours. I don't even have a drink.
Yeah. So we did the stream yesterday, and we tried something on the stream that
Funhouse.
was the race to million thing, and we did something new
Yeah,
that
we
was a lot of
both
fun.
did. Yeah.
Came in this
Miserably.
morning, 7-hour live stream last night. Came in this morning,
Well-
we were up 120 subs.
Hey!
After all that hard
Race
work.
to a million. We
Yeah.
both tripped at the start.
I stayed till 4 a.m. playing Dead Space by myself.
Damn.
And I watched our subs drop from less than when we started
Right, but that happened.
because of YouTube.
Because of
but,
YouTube.
but it was
we
great.
had a YouTube wipe.
So there was
we
about
should
once a
explain what
month.
happened.
Yeah,
About once a month, YouTube does a purge where they kill dead accounts.
yeah.
And so it'll be like 1 or 2 days in a month where your subs will go down like 500 to like 2,000 subs.
Well, if you
Right.
have a lot of subs, like we have almost 1 million subs, so losing 3,000 isn't
we
shocking.
lost way more on Let's Play.
So anyway,
But so in the middle of us doing that stream last night, YouTube did a purge.
It's not ideal in the middle of a sub count stream when people are doing nothing but checking the sub count.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was in the middle of playing Dead Space, and it had to be almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And when I started, I think we were up to like 10,000 viewers. And waning into the wee hours of the morning, I think we were up to like 6,500 as I was getting near
Yeah,
the
it
end
was
of the
good
game.
numbers.
And the chat was mostly pretty good. There's some people in there just trolling, just like this and that,
Right.
And somebody's in there and they're like, "You fucking suck. You lost 3,000 subs. You got less subs than you started." And I glance over and I look at the numbers and I'm like, "No, we didn't, you fucking idiot. We lost viewers, blah, 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 blah. You're so stupid. Do you know the difference between the subscribers and viewers? Fucking moron." Oh, we did lose 3,000. Never mind.
Which
Fuck
he-
you. It still stands. Still stands.
What?
Still an idiot.
It was awesome timing. It was awesome
It
timing.
was great timing.
but aside from the subscriber thing,
That being said, had we not done the stream yesterday,
true.
we would have come into work and just had like 3,000 less subs.
yeah, I'd be like, what? But we did the multicam thing, which actually I had a lot of fun with. It needs some work. Like that was our first kind of run through on it.
We need to do some better audio work.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do now is what I want to do is have every machine where you can stream directly from it. I'm gonna use my hands here. You wanna help
that's
me out?
fine, yeah.
And then so you can stream from your machine, but also pull in the audio from everyone else on our actual good microphones. So you can like in the future, say we want to play Rocket League, we can do like 6-player Rocket League, and you can see every single monitor, but be able to hear everyone else on the clean mic. So we're gonna work on that. And so next time we do a stream and we do multicam stream, you'll be able to see that. So that's my new goal to work on.
A couple of things I took away from the stream yesterday.
Also, I was really impressed that our upload speed was able to handle 6 streams. And
Yeah.
didn't really seem like it had much issue with that. So that's good. That was like the big issue.
Rocket League Hoops is a fun game title.
It's hard.
It's
fucking
fucking hard.
Those kids at Funhouse, not good gamers.
Nope.
Kicked the shit out of them in Rocket League every game. It was embarrassing. And I want to stream Destiny every day of my life. I think.
Yeah?
I had so much fun just streaming a couple of rounds.
Dude,
of
I say,
You and Matt playing Destiny.
me and Matt playing
yeah.
Destiny. And there was a period
And
when
then
we were
Jack
working on
jumped
tech
in.
stuff. We weren't playing against Funhouse yet, where everybody was kind of doing their own thing, and you could just, because of this awesome guy right here in the multicam, you could just decide what game you wanted to watch people stream. I had so much. Destiny is so much fun.
I had a lot of
the
fun.
320?
We did a thing at some point where Lawrence and I raced in Mega Man 2.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Which
that
was
was
like
I was playing Destiny.
it was like who would get further in an hour. And he actually, I think, ended up beating the game in like 55 minutes, and he beat it in under an hour. But it was cool because I've played Mega Man. I haven't played Mega Man 2 or the older ones in fucking forever, so I didn't remember anything about the levels, anything about the boss. But I'm pretty good at platforming games. It's a lot of what I play, like old 8-bit platforming games and stuff. But we had Craig here from Screw Attack, and that's like, they're all super retro, you know, they live and breathe that shit. So Lawrence was playing in Funhouse while Craig was literally behind me just going like, all right, go this guy left. Okay, now when you drop, hold left. Oh my God, you're really impressing me, Michael. You're really impressing me. I lost.
And you're familiar with Mega Man,
yeah.
but like not to the degree that
No.
Craig
Like he knows Mega Man like
every
I know
aspect.
Zelda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I know my dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There it is. Bam. You know, left, right. You know,
Yeah.
hold it up. Got it all.
612.
But it was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It was
that's
cool
another
to do that.
thing. I gotta say, the more time I spend with Craig and fucking
The other ones.
Chad
The other
and
ones,
Sean,
yeah.
all the Seans
Yeah.
and all
Dude,
those motherfuckers, I
Sam.
like those guys
Sam
so
was cool as shit.
We should
I like those
also-
guys so much.
And just how fucked Chad got.
Chad,
Oh,
Oh
dude.
my god, Chad was doing this really awesome thing.
Yeah, yeah. So
he got like pulled and contorted and like.
literally up until like
And he
the day,
smiled all the way
Yeah,
through.
literally
He
up
doesn't
until
know anything
the
but
day
smile.
before the stream, we were debating when exactly we were going to do the stream, and Chad had this idea where he would come onto the Achievement Hunter stream and be like, "Ah, screw you guys, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go somewhere else," and then leave our stream.
No,
Catch
what
a
he was
flight.
gonna do is he was gonna like start a fight with Funhouse and be like, oh yeah, fuck you, and they're gonna be like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
And then he was gonna leave.
So he was gonna be on our stream, start a fight with Funhouse, leave, catch a plane, go to Los Angeles, and show up on the Funhouse side of the stream. But then we had to actually start earlier so he could be on our stream. But when that happened, his flight got delayed by like an hour and a half.
It
His
was
flight
even
got
to the
delayed
point where
4
no,
times.
but
Yeah.
literally at the beginning, the stream was going to be longer, and it was going to be like a set amount of time. He literally booked his flight based on how long the stream was going to be. 15 minutes later, Bruce was like, "Yeah, we cut it in half."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Fuck!"
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
was like the first instance, and then he got screwed like 17 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just got
So
worse.
ultimately-
It was just fucking awesome because Craig was there with his cell phone, going like, "Hey Chad, guess what?" Chad's like, "What? I'm not leaving at 6 a.m." And he's like, "No,
It's like
no."
6:45.
Yeah, your 4:30 is now 6.
Yeah.
Your
And
6
it's
is
just
now
like-
6:30.
It was
Your 6:30 is
awesome.
now 7.
It's like, well, there goes that bit. That thing's
Yeah.
So,
Chad's like,
Chad
well, that's a total wash.
Yeah.
And Chad was at the point who's like, "So when I get to LA, is there any point in coming to the office?"
I remember.
Just go to my hotel, I guess.
I remember the last time it got delayed. Chad's like, "Is there even a point? Should I even go at this point?" And Craig goes, "Oh, you're going."
It's going to happen.
Yeah, that was
So,
great.
And Chad's like, well, just burn the joke. And this is just
Hey,
nothing
he's
left.
got today to film with Funhouse. though.
yeah.
But no,
but-
I really like those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
good dudes,
honest to
good
God.
dudes.
Growing
go.
on me
Wow.
like a fungus.
It was
What's this?
It was a 20 last time.
You guys are cutting it off so people can get weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't knock over the flowers.
Can't confirm.
Yeah, the multicam thing was a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of cool stuff we can do with that in the future, like
Yeah.
doing like other games in multicam where people can like edit their own let's plays, like you said. That's a cool idea. So
Yeah, I mean that was the basic comment because I mean literally the way it works is you just click on the screen on YouTube, and what I think the thing is people didn't know it was a thing at
Yeah,
first
yeah.
because when you first open the video, it's just the screen. You actually have to click the video, and then little options pop up in the
a
video
little
window.
folder-looking thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's the gear, which is like the quality setting, and then right next to that there's this little folder briefcase button.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
click it. I don't know exactly what it is. And then on the side of the screen, it expands all the other camera angles we had. So like,
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
had the main, which was Ryan's desk, your desk, my desk, Jeremy's desk, and the VR station.
and Jeff's desk, yeah.
Jeff said, yeah. And
But yeah, and you had we had little icons for each one, so you could see whose desk it was going to be and stuff. It was pretty cool. It turned out really
just
well.
a random dude for the VR.
Yeah,
one.
the
Just
VR
for,
one.
like,
I
a
found
vibe,
some
like,
crazy like a VR thing with like a handout and stuff. So anyway, that was fun. I like doing that stuff, and I want to do more of it.
if we can get that set up with all 6 stations and like through the real audio for all
Yeah.
the stations,
I mean, it was
fucking
real.
prop hunt.
It was just real
Oh
bad.
my god,
dude, like, would be
dude,
so awesome
No one
with
can
that.
look at chat though, because chat could spoil
We'd have
it.
to avoid it.
Yeah, we'd have to stay away
I
from
mean,
chat.
that's easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not.
What
well, I
do
mean,
Yeah,
all
like-
I did during
Done.
the whole stream was read the chat. Like that was my job
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
time.
Dude, you know what's fucking hard?
What?
Reading the chat while playing Dead Space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
While
You
playing
get, you
anything.
get got a lot.
Like to try
Yeah.
and separate yourself to like just look over the chat really quick. What were we playing? Rocket League?
Yeah,
At
yeah.
one point,
and you were just
Jack-
like parked, and you're
my
like,
car stopped and the ball bounced past me, and like I'm answering a question on the chat and shit.
so. But yeah, let us know in the comments like what do you think we should play with that kind of setup? Like, what would you like to see us stream that maybe we wouldn't normally play for like a Let's Play channel or something like that? That you would like to see on the stream?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And we want to
So,
stream more. So.
We do. We had so
Yeah.
much fun doing it.
Yeah.
It really
That
was
was
a good
awesome.
time.
We should stream today and just do like Rocket League.
Yeah,
We got a lot of shit.
Jack,
to
we,
do, don't we?
Yeah, that's
we,
not
we
gonna
don't
happen.
have time.
But
Well, Well, we said on the
It's a busy
stream,
day.
we recorded the semifinals for the hockey.
Oh yeah,
Cup.
yeah.
So by the time you're watching this, I guess all of week 6 is out. We won't talk about
Well,
it just
because
in
week
case.
6 is out today, technically. But
Yeah,
like,
it
for
comes out
sponsor.
Friday.
But for tomorrow, when this is on for sponsors,
Yeah, whatever.
it's already out for
But we
public.
should just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, we won't
We
talk
should
about
never
it.
talk about the second game of the week on the
Yeah.
podcast because it's too close.
But
We
anyway,
should just never talk about
we
it.
should just
Well,
never talk about anything.
when it's
ever
over, we'll
again.
talk about it.
We should
we'll just
not.
say we recorded the semis.
good.
Both games were amazing.
They were
Phenomenal.
really
Well,
They-
the games
they
were
both-
amazing, and we did. We got a live action feed too because
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the audience requested it, so we did it for the semifinals, and we'll do it for the final.
Not to go back and suck that dick again, but Craig and Chad were there, and Craig actually knows what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
in
he
hockey.
knows hockey.
And
He
his
was a
comedy,
pretty
he was
funny
like an
commentary.
It was like an actual commentary.
Yeah.
And he was going, how come there's no penalties? It's like,
Yeah,
well,
don't worry about
we
it.
got rid of all
no,
of those.
no holds barred hockey.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and so that's coming to a close. Are we gonna do another league? You think,
Oh,
Jeff?
we
Another
absolutely
season?
should, dude. The second we finished the first game because we filmed 2. Craig was like, "Dude, I want to be in one of these.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, we'll do this in a heartbeat. Like,
I would
next time
love
we
to
do
do
like a league or something.
I would love to. It'd be really hard to coordinate, but I'd
It
love to
would be
figure out
damn
a
near
let's
impossible
play
to coordinate,
interdepartmental.
Yeah, do
It'd
like
be fucking cool.
You could have like the screw attack guys. You could have like kind of funny. Do you put like have different legs?
Yeah,
That could be cool, actually.
yeah, for sure.
Well, we tried to do something like that with wrestling. Did that?
It hasn't come out yet. We're holding on to it because it's not time sensitive.
Right.
But yeah, we did a Achievement Hunter, Rooster Teeth, and I guess it was
Fucking
Funhouse
forgot about that.
Yeah,
I
right.
I
Ethan
totally
Funhouse.
forgot about that.
wrestling tournament. It was 5 videos.
Wow.
It was
16
you were in it.
people.
It was.
I wasn't
No,
there.
you weren't there.
I
Yeah,
think
it was
Jack's
16
like,
people,
wow.
and it was like a battle
was
royal.
there.
Or no, it was a ladder match, right?
Yeah, it
It was
was.
a- it was
So
a
we
ladder
had
match.
4 ladder matches.
And
we had
then-
like
and then the-
people.
that's
And then
right.
the winner from each of the 4 matches went into the finals.
Right.
Oh yeah, I
become the
heard,
Ultimate Wrestler.
I heard about this.
That's
And
right.
well, we don't want to spoil it because it is
Yeah.
definitely coming out at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't spoil
eventually.
it. There was some classic Achievement Hunter technical difficulty
Yeah.
post
So,
re-recording.
to give
spring
you an idea-
2017.
Well, to give you an idea how far in advance we record stuff, we've recorded that the last week of March.
Yes.
Nice.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it seems
was,
longer
it was the
than
week.
that,
That was
actually.
a
It was
that was a month ago.
It was leading up to. Wait, was it?
It's got to be longer than
I thought it
than
was
that.
leading
There's
up
no
to.
way.
I thought it was leading up to the big shoot we did for Let's Play, but
It's
No,
gotta
it
be
wasn't.
older
It was
than that.
before
There's
that.
no
It
fucking
was the
way
older
first.
than
It was
that.
the first week of March.
Dude, the last time we played hockey was like the last week
Yeah.
of March. Yeah, first week sounds closer. That was 2 months
Yeah,
ago.
because I was out of town for it. I forget what I was out of town for.
We were actually
you were at
waiting
that-
for you to leave to film it.
You
Jeff
were at
kept
that
saying
dick clinic.
No, I was at Extra Life United. I was in Florida. So that was February.
It was a long time
Extra
ago.
life,
It was
yeah.
not at the end of March.
We filmed wrestling before any
He
of
was
hockey
at Doctor.
was
My
filmed.
dick doesn't work
Before
anymore.
he even
Please.
started.
What's the name of that doctor? My dick doesn't work anymore. Help me with my dick. Why did I became Zoidberg all of a sudden?
You became sort of Zoidberg.
Yeah. Oh. So
Yeah. Speaking of Zoidberg, we were picking.
it's a weird.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
We were picking the next round of theater mode movies.
Oh yeah,
sir.
we went
Oh, it
through.
is empty.
So we
Yeah.
I don't think it's a spoiler to say we filmed our first 5.
The first
theater
5
mode.
have been filmed.
They're done, and
Yeah.
so
I think
now
it needs
we're
to get
looking.
pumped then.
We're looking
And
at a batch of
tapped.
new ones.
As long as they go well, we're gonna put in an order for more movies.
Yeah.
So we were picking movies that we wanted, and there's one shot. I don't know that the movie's any good. It probably isn't, but there's one shot
the
in the
running?
trailer of a dude running out of a trailer. A trailer in a trailer.
Yeah.
Where he does like a Zoidberg run. That's the funniest thing. Michael and I must have watched it 5 times.
Yeah, we
in a
watched it
row.
over and over again. I described
So
it as
good.
it looked like he was Octodad.
Yeah.
You know, where like
his
the
limbs
limbs
are just
just
doing
aren't
whatever they
attached to
want.
anything.
They're doing their own thing.
We should say that theater mode comes out today.
Well,
Right?
if you're
Dag-
watching this as a
dag-
sponsor,
If you're
yeah.
watching this live as a sponsor,
Yeah.
after you're done with this, jump over to theater mode and take a look
Or
at
just
it.
turn this off and watch it right now.
Yeah. If you're not,
I don't care.
If you're not watching this as a sponsor, you should become a sponsor so you can watch theater mode.
'Cause
It's a
you
brand
could've
new
watched
show
it
for
with
Achievement
us.
Hunter.
Nice.
That'd have been a lot of fun. So the same.
Do you want to stay at the end of the podcast and do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. let's record the next theater mode right now. Just at the
okay.
end of the
We're out
podcast.
of movies.
Well,
We
all
are-
the movies are dried up.
we can watch a B movie like
We
Shaun
are,
of the
I
Dead.
got a phone.
Or-
We are filming a theater mode promo right after this.
oh yeah, that's right.
It's already set up over there.
I forgot about
We're gonna
that.
film a really.
Good, little Jay.
Glad I did not.
It was my idea, so of course I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad I did not wear a green shirt. That would have been really awkward.
Luckily, every shirt I own is black.
Yeah,
I always wear green shirts whenever we're sitting on the couch for theater mode. So.
yeah, I'm running low on clothes
I've
right
worn
now.
the
so
same shirt on every episode of Theater
What does that
Mode I've
mean?
ever been on.
Laundry?
yeah, this is the first time I've ever worn this shirt. So I'm like, all right, time to do laundry.
Didn't you wear it at the event?
No, I had my own Doom shirt actually.
Oh,
yeah, I had the old
Oh,
school
okay.
Doom shirt. Just had like the colorful logo, and then I think Tyler was wearing.
I remember we got there and they had because that was the sponsor thing we did, for Bethesda, the whole Doom event, and it was like Doom. They had like they actually used our cabinets from Let's Play Live, like the stations.
Yeah.
They just rebranded the front of them with Doom.
And repainted them.
All the athletes had Doom and everything like that, and they were like, yeah, we have all the Doom shirts. We have them all in your sizes if you want to wear them, or you can wear your if you want to wear your own shirt. And I looked around and I was like, yeah, I think we're covered on the Doom shirts. I think I'll just wear my Achievement Hunter shirt. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. There's like
Enough logos.
95,000 Doom logos all over the place.
Man, that was a fun event.
It was really fun.
I had a lot of fun.
That went
there.
really well. Did you see the Doom statue at PAX? The Imp
Oh yeah,
statue?
yeah. Well, there was an
Is
Imp
that-
statue. No,
is that-
there was the Revenant. They had that there.
Oh, the Revenant,
Yeah,
that's what it
that
is,
thing's
yeah.
been floating around from like E3 and stuff.
Yeah,
that
so
thing's-
people could like pick up one
Literally.
of the guns and like
Yeah.
take
That
a picture.
fucking-
They also had a plasma rifle too. They had like a life-size plasma rifle.
That
Thing's,
fucking-
like,
Is that what it
you have
was,
to,
or
like,
was that the
hold it.
BFG?
That wasn't the BFG. BFG is more square.
That giant dinosaur at Ark.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ark had a
dude.
huge T-Rex. backseats for some reason.
So Adam and Katie got on it at different times. So I have a photo of Katie riding it. She's like 20 feet in the air riding a dinosaur. So apparently so Ark had a new Survival of the Fittest game, which I think is PS4 version.
It's
of
their
Ark.
Xbox and PS4. It's
Yeah,
their console version.
And so they had a giant. It's actually bigger than life-size T-Rex with a saddle on it that you could actually. I've got a photo of it here. I'll send it to Nick. Do I send it to you or who can I send this to put up on the screen? Tyler. All right, I'll send it to
They
Tyler.
had an
Take a
answer.
look at
I'm
it.
You might have
impressed.
his number.
If I were in there, I'd be like, what?
Who? Shut up.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you? How dare
There's
you
a
speak
couple
to me?
really big like statues at PAX East.
Well, big to you.
You just
I had to.
Dude,
I rarely
there's
go
the
for
T-Rex.
it.
No, it's
Oh yeah, there you go. So that's them building it right there.
Jeremy and I,
That's
Jeremy and I were
incredible
That's
floor
kinda-
walking buddies.
That's
Yeah.
actually a weird fish island. It looks a lot smaller than it actually is. Like if you can find a normal version of it, that thing
with
is
someone on it or
huge.
something. Yeah, it's giant. And they had a giant statue for Battleborn. They had like a bunch of the Battleborn characters all set up. Like that huge dude that I played in the Let's Play, like the one with the tiny head and the giant muscles.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
like massive. If those were supposed to
Yeah.
be like
That thing's
national
been
size.
that thing's been floating around E3s as well. They just carry all the. I'd like to see the guys who made that dinosaur. Like, okay, hey guys, we got an Aw, no.
Like just
Well,
yep, shit.
here's the next 4 months is us making this thing.
They probably rolled off the Far Cry woolly mammoth right on the
Yeah. So, but yeah, but PAX was pretty damn cool this year. The one thing I saw at PAX more this year than I've seen at any other PAX was the amount of gaming stages. They had like, okay, here's the University League of Legends stage. Here's the Gears of War 4 stage. Here's the Hearthstone stage. And like they had competitive gaming everywhere on the floor. That was kind of cool.
I got something out of this. This is my first PAX in
and there's
like
nothing I want to
maybe
talk about.
5 years. I got something at this PAX that I've never gotten before.
Late.
Pax
No,
Pax Pops.
I got sick. I got PAX.
Yeah,
Pops.
I think we
First
almost
time
all
I've
did.
ever.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
I
three of
did.
us
I
did.
did. Yeah. So
We all missed Monday.
we
I
all.
had to miss a signing because
Yeah, yeah.
You were like shitting your pants, right?
during one of my signings, I like almost passed out. It's like
Yeah.
my stomach hurt so much. I just kept going like
Dude,
this during the
I,
signing, and then they come back up and be like, "Hey, yeah, what's up? You want to pick me up?" No.
I was this close to shitting my pants last night on the stream.
Oh, really?
When I was playing Dead Space.
that is
from
fucking
half of chapter
content.
11 and all of chapter 12. I like, when you go to fart and then you're like, uh-oh, I'm gonna poop. And it's like, you can feel your anus. And
Yeah, yeah.
Especially know when it's gonna be like liquidy. Like you just know.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, oh
have the-
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was in the middle of the stream and I was like, it's already like 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. I'm gonna be in the bathroom for 25 minutes if I go to the bathroom. Everyone's gonna leave. So I have to just finish the game.
Right,
'Cause
there's no one
there was
there
only
to
like
take it for you.
there was
Yeah.
only like 50 minutes left in the game. So I held it for as long as I could, and I'm just like, dude, I gotta take a dump, and I just kept talking about it in the stream.
That's dedication.
Yeah, and they were like, I beat the game, and it was all like GG's, and go take a dump,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And like I was gonna tweet about it this
TAD,
morning.
TAD.
I tweeted about it like afterwards when I got home, like, hey, thanks for watching me play Dead
Hashtag
Space.
took a dump.
I tried 1,000 ways to include like I took a dump after the stream, but I'm like, no one's gonna get it because nobody, like, 0.01% of my followers watch the stream, and they're just gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I made it.
That's
go.
good.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Beat
just
the-
saying I know your pain.
Beat the
I
game.
just, it was literally last night, and I was like,
No, but luckily luckily, kind of. I mean, like, it wasn't like I had to take a dump. It's just, all I want to do is go throw up. Like, just sitting there at the booth, like, at the signing thing for an hour with Bruce. Like, just like.
Did you see
oh, well,
Is it just
I
'cause you're
grew
sitting
up
next
with
to Bruce,
Yeah,
right?
he was farting the whole time.
Did you see the Totino's bucking couch they had?
No.
So instead of like a bucking
You did.
bull,
I pointed it out to you.
Did you?
You were shit glazed.
I was just.
So yeah, they had a couch that was set up on like a bucking bronco type, one like it was electric bull things. Except it was a couch, and you sat on it and you tried to play Sonic the Hedgehog while the couch was throwing you around. And I think they were doing like best time to be like
pretty
the
cool.
first level or something. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
So.
I totally understand what you mean by you saw more like gaming stations.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I went way to the back of PAX, like all the way down, like when you come down the stairs, just all the way to the back, which used to be like a cafeteria area.
Yeah. This is the first year they used the entire
Yeah.
length of PAX East.
And like I went down there because I heard someone had a booth down there, and I was going to talk to like another YouTuber. And as I got down there, there were just Vive stations set
Oh,
up
yeah?
in that whole area. There was like 10 of them, and people were just in there. They play a Vive game, walk out, and the next person would come in.
That's
I
cool.
feel like at this point we should also mention that after this commercial for PAX that RTX is going to be way better.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, the food's gonna be incredible.
PAX is great
It's in
and all, but
Austin.
Isn't that why
It's gonna
they-
be
isn't-
incredible.
isn't
You know
what-
what's
isn't
not
what-
good at PAX? It's the fucking food.
Oh,
Gus
the
and I
food
were
is
watching
terrible.
forever trying to find food.
Oh.
We eventually found this thing called a steak. Was it Steak Bomb?
Steak bomb.
Steak Bomb.
Oh, Gus is here.
Fucking worst thing
Yeah,
I've ever eaten in my
he's
entire life.
Well, there's 3 restaurants around the convention center that are like a 4-hour wait if you want to go eat lunch.
You know
And
we don't
then-
have that problem? Fucking Foodie Austin, Texas.
Absolutely,
Well,
Austin,
you
Texas.
didn't. I could be wrong here. Didn't PAX model their convention after RTX? I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
we were first,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Right,
pretty
yeah.
sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Like
PAX is
they're
great,
doing,
though.
they're
It's like-
doing really well. For,
They're like 92%
you know,
as good as
for
RTX.
what they're doing.
Yeah. I hope
The word's getting out. Like I
word's
heard,
getting out.
I
hope-
heard people talking about it this
I
year.
want them to make it.
Yeah.
I like those kids. I really hope that people are kind and things go well for them because I think they got something there. If they can just get through the lean years.
We'll just see what the future holds.
You know, I hung out with the PvP Online guys
Right.
while we were here, or while we were at PAX.
Jeff didn't
Those
even
are-
hear the
those-
end of what he was saying, like who it was.
Those are
before
good
he was saying
dudes.
brag
I like
about
those guys, like Scott Kurtz. And
Scott
all
Kurtz
them.
and all those guys?
Yeah, they're really nice guys.
Cool.
Cool.
I got nothing against Scott Kurtz.
So anyway, a lot of fun.
I sat by him on a plane once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys talk?
No.
Sat by him.
You think I'm gonna talk to somebody? Fucking stranger? God no.
Dude, I talked to
Gus and I like
never mind.
the older I get, Gus and I have always been kind of like
Lovers?
unapologetically
Oh.
lovers, unapologetically.
Assholes.
Well, yeah, but
Dicks.
Come on.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Introverts.
Introverts. There you go. Thank you. And we're super introverted. It's getting worse the older I get.
Introvert.
Yeah.
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 How's it getting worse?
I want to talk to people less and less and less and less and less.
So we should
If
have
I-
bigger
You're a very weird introvert though. Like you want to talk to people less, but you do want to get in front of a camera and
I wanna talk-
at millions of
Oh,
people.
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
talk
About
I want to
you.
have.
Two people.
I want to have an
Different.
extended.
No, it's at them.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like when they can talk
Yeah, yeah,
back.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah,
the
yeah.
deal. I want to have an extended one-way conversation for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I want to hear.
Someone put like blinders, but there's
I
like a
have
one-way
shit
mirror
to
where you
say.
can only
You'd
see
be-
yourself.
You'd be
and you're
really outgoing if the planet was nothing but yous.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a lot of shit to say, and you.
And
rest of you
nothing,
don't.
nothing to hear. I have nothing to hear.
Zero to hear. I don't give a fuck.
It's pretty accurate.
Nice.
Hey, you may notice all the lovely flowers.
Look at all these lovely
on my
flowers.
notice,
Some
the
lovely
100 flowers.
flowers.
They're so lovely.
It's because, did you know, next Sunday is Mother's Day. Jeremy, did you know?
No.
But did you really? It's May 8th. You should get something for your mom, because you'll be a terrible child if you don't. Remember as a kid, you could never get one past your mom, Jeremy? She always knew something was up. You could never sneak in after curfew, dishes that disappeared were under your bed, that time you crapped your pants and hid them. Oh, that wasn't it. Problem was you were in college. She knew. Don't blow it off another year. Get 1-800flowers.com and their special offer to off-topic viewers. 2 dozen multicolored roses for $29.99. Gotta hurry though, quantities are limited. I've got one for my mom. That's not true. I did get her one. I didn't buy her that one. I already ordered it though, because I was ahead of the game. 1-800-Flowers works with premier farms around the world to ensure moms get the best roses around. This offer's just for you guys checking us out and being loyal supporters of the show. Don't miss out. Jeremy, please. Every bouquet is backed by the 1-800-Flowers 100% smile guarantee. If you or your mom has any issue, they'll make it right no matter what, no questions asked. They gonna like their flowers or else. I'm saying that. The team at 1-800-Flowers is passionate about helping you show your mom just how much she means to you. Don't be that last-minute guy like Jeremy with the crappy pants under his bed and get stuck with picked-over junk. Trust us, Mom will know the difference. She has to do your laundry. Create a moment for Mom that's guaranteed to make her smile, and you might get one over on her for once. Probably not. Give her 2 dozen multicolored roses for only $29.99. Quantities are limited. Make sure you get it in time for Mother's Day. Don't get her flowers for the day after Mother's Day. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but you really want to get it on the holiday. So get your mom's, what?
Nothing.
No, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm a slapper.
Get your mom's flowers right now. 1-800-Flowers.com/off-topic. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/off-topic.
I love this concept of like your mom does your laundry.
She used to. Yeah.
My mom, I've told this story before probably, but when I was in the 7th grade, I had like an Alice Cooper shirt I wanted to wear the next day at school because I had shitty taste in music when I was in the 7th grade. And so I went to Mom and I said, hey, can you watch this? I want to wear it tomorrow. My mom goes, it's 9 o'clock at night. And I go, yeah. So what do you don't cry to me, lady? It's your job.
Damn.
And she, I probably wasn't quite that sarcastic, but I guarantee you I was sarcastic.
Jeff Ramsey,
That
feminist of the
moment,
year.
that moment, my mom said, not only am I not going to wash your laundry,
I will burn it.
tonight, I'm never going to do it again. And not only am I never going to do it again, but you are now in charge of the family's laundry for the rest of your life. So from 7th grade until I joined the Army, which is part of why I joined the Army, I had to do the entire family's laundry.
Did you double check, like when you were, what is it, like the recruitment officer? You're like, do I have to do laundry?
Yeah,
though?
yeah,
Are
please.
you sure?
No.
You did.
So you could have gone one of two ways. One, you just didn't give a shit and just threw everything in there and just like dumped it and whatever. Or did you actually separate it and do it properly? Like, did you? I know he didn't give a shit. I know.
Yeah, what do you?
That's true.
What do you?
I
think?
don't know. Like some people, like maybe that comes on and you become like, okay, now this is my thing. I'm gonna do a good job
Jeff
of it.
did
and
not
actually,
say that.
I don't know.
I was forced to
Watch
do
everything
that.
on cold and you're fine.
When I had to do laundry as chores, I was forced to do whites and darks. The second I moved to Austin, I lived in my own apartment. I'm like, fuck that, and I threw it all in.
I still would be a piece of shit
Don't
like
care.
that. But very scared of my wife.
Right.
And so. Oh, speaking of my wife, she just
Oh God! that was
oh my
real
God.
awesome
Wow.
timing, Griffin. Come here. We were just talking about laundry and about how I'm scared of you, so I collate.
Whites and the darks.
Whites and darks.
Yeah.
Oh, like you separate now,
Yeah.
finally?
So who does the
Does it
Do
laundry?
you
matter
realize
now?
how many years of my bitching it took to get that to happen?
How many years?
Wow.
Your future wife better thank me.
Wait, so who does the laundry at
you
your
wanna
house,
do
or do you guys share the load, as they would say?
I think you do more of that. I do more of the dishes lately.
Yeah.
I think we both pull our weight, but we have different areas.
Some of us just pull our weight more.
I don't think Jeff's ever cleaned a bathroom. Like, I've been with you for over a decade, and I don't think you've cleaned the bathroom
I
once.
mopped the bathroom floor this week. Because
Is
the
that
dog peed.
I've smelled Jeff's gas. I wouldn't want to clean his bathroom.
That's true.
Griffin, can I get you a drink? You want a beer or
Light a
something?
match. And
Jeff
No,
farted
some
on me
of
for the
us, some of
first
us
time
have to work
yesterday.
today.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
I'll get you a beer.
All right.
What are you doing here, Griffin?
I'm here to drop off a hard drive. I'm really glad.
For
I
a
missed
happy
it.
hour?
Good times.
Yeah. So happy hour.
Give you the
Yeah.
Eagle Hunter 4.
That's
Wow.
usually the Jeff pour is what it is. So I assume it's going to be a lot.
The off-topic.
Going to be a lot of foam.
That's pretty cool.
Looking like about
mostly.
40% foam.
Is this real beer or prop beer?
No, it's actual
Uh,
beer.
All right. Cool.
So, I
It's
think Live Oak Hefeweizen, maybe? Maybe? I don't
It
know.
was Live Oak. I don't know if it still is. I assume they just replaced it with the same thing.
Lone Star and.
So you were dropping off a happy hour.
Yeah. Well, I had to edit it this morning.
How did it turn out?
Because we just remembered. I think it turned out fine. I tried to cut it down just so, but it's still a little bit on the long side. You know.
I had fun because you asked me at one point. It's a happy hour from when we were in Hawaii last summer for our vacation.
When you played Fallout the whole time.
Yes.
yeah, when I played
Actually,
Fallout
in
Shelter.
half of the video, I had to cut out like people talking about Fallout. So like, this is not interesting. I mean, maybe it is interesting. I don't know. Have you played that in a while? Like, I was so
Fallout
obsessed
Shelter, I
with it.
never played it.
Really?
There was
Never
no,
watched
there was one.
obsessed.
There was like
We
one
did a Let's
update where
Play.
they
That's
added
the only
death
time I ever
clause
played
to
it.
it,
That was a
and
fun
then
one.
I haven't heard.
There have been
anything
multiple ones
so.
since then.
I've never had a.
They have robot butlers and all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so I was like, we were all obsessed, and like the whole vacation in Hawaii, we were just like this, but then like a week later, nobody was playing it.
Well, once you got to level
Yeah.
100, like there was
200.
nothing else.
Right.
Well,
You
I
get
mean,
all of your
when-
dollars.
yeah, there's nothing else after 100. You could make it up to 200.
Yeah.
But then, like, once you cross 100, you get your Nuka-Cola factory. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I'm done.
Now I just gotta
And so-
maintain this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the typical entrepreneur problem.
It's a Tamagotchi at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm just keep them alive.
Oh, I was gonna continue with mom stuff. since it's Mother's Day weekend, right?
Well, next week.
Next
year.
year.
Next week.
Do
You gotta give him time to get
this
the
guy
flowers.
got me thinking about. I just did a thing where I interviewed Jeremy about his life, and I learned some really interesting stuff at PAX about his life. Jeremy killed a starfish once. By the way.
What?
Not to get off on a
so
tangent.
and the question
Wait,
was.
what? You killed a
Here's the thing,
starfish?
Yeah, but the question was, what's the largest thing you've killed? I was like, well, I killed a starfish one time.
But like by
They're the
accident
most, like,
or?
helpless
Yeah.
things.
Benign.
Like,
How
do you
fight
kill a
back.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Anything else is
Tell him how you
essentially
killed it.
helpless.
It's like I
unless
punched a
I was
calf.
like a lion was coming at me and I got him
Tell him how you killed it.
with a shovel.
Oh.
So you didn't even use your bare hands.
Why is that so like, what answer could I have had to? What's the largest thing you've killed?
Like I was a
stepped
kid,
on it,
and I
fucking
didn't know it
deer
needed to
or
be in
something?
water, so I
I
put it in
ran
a
it over
cooler
by
and it
accident.
dried
deer,
out.
deer's helpless.
It was a mercy killing.
But you can hit one with a car. That's a total accident. You had a shovel.
that
It's not like
twice.
you were digging a hole. Oh, I hit a starfish. No, you clearly went after a starfish.
I did.
Did
Did you smash it or chop it?
It was like straight down.
How old are you?
27.
No, it's older than I am now. Probably like 7.
Teen?
No, I was really young.
What's the largest thing you've ever killed?
Oh man.
You killed a man?
Funny story. My ex-wife did. But.
Right, your ex-wife. You know, I don't know. When my dad, when I was a kid, my dad used to take us like frog shooting because that's what we did in backwoods Oregon. So we would just get like 22s and go shoot.
Is there
frogs.
anything left of a frog after you shoot it?
I'm not even sure we ever hit one. Like I don't know that we ever found.
Yeah.
When we would, you know, like fish and crawdad fish and that kind of stuff. You know, the stuff you do
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Just crawdad
Hit
fishing, you know? Like,
starfish or
well,
shovel.
time to wake up. I hit a cat once with my car. That was like the
Oh.
most brutal thing.
Yeah, I mercy killed a cat once.
Oh, it was like
I told that story.
Yeah, you sure did.
Dude, I ran over a squirrel in our neighborhood the other day and like broke me because we have a squirrel who lives at our house. His name is Chuck. We have Chuck the squirrel who lives on our front
I
tree.
doubt his name's actually Chuck.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what we call him.
whether he likes it or not.
And so he lives on our front tree, and we got a little tire swing for him that I found. Like we put feed in there and stuff. Like I
What?
love this
Jeff
little,
just
love little
fucking
Chuck.
lost it
He's
the
awesome.
second you said
I
that.
And
think,
so,
I think you need a
He
kid.
is.
You need-
over
I
it.
got
You
4
wanna be a
animals.
dad.
I'm
Bought
fine. So I was driving, and like there's a road that goes behind my house, and I was like maybe 3 houses away from the back of mine, and a squirrel like on a suicide mission like ran underneath my tire, and I was heartbroken. I hope it's not him. So
I hope it's
hope
not
not.
Chuck.
I
feel bad.
Any other squirrel, but
well, it's like he's the one that hangs out near our house. Like he would lay on the fence, and my cats would look at the window and
Totally
like
not.
paw at it.
It's totally
It's the
not
cutest
17
thing.
different squirrels.
Jack
It's always the
opens
same
his window,
squirrel.
like,
I haven't seen more than one squirrel at a time at our house, so I'm hoping it wasn't Chuck.
Jack looks out the window and sees the tire swing just like slowly. He's just like, oh, Chuck, like no.
His cat sheds a single tear.
Yeah.
That was my
The tire
kill.
swing is actually a bird feeder, so it's like a little like ceramic like tire swing about this big. So it's really cute.
I don't think I've ever killed an animal.
Nah.
Really?
Not that I can recall.
No?
Besides,
Not even,
like,
like-
bugs and shit.
yeah.
Have you ever gone like fishing and kept a catch or something?
No.
Nope.
No.
Haven't hit a bird when you were in a car or anything like that, or
Well, Lindsay hit a bird like 2 weeks ago on the way
Really?
to work. A pigeon just flew right into the car. It was like, oh, there it goes. It literally rolled over. Like it hit,
Smashed it and,
and then
flew to
and
heaven.
then like I saw a split second of it spiral just over the hood of the car.
I don't feel bad when birds get
But
killed
it
by
was
cars.
like-
It's
it
like
was-
you have the whole sky.
It was
It's
also
literally
literally
the whole
like
sky.
it hit the car and it was like that's what it sounded like. It was just
Have I talked about when I hit a bat with my car one time? I was driving
Well, I
home.
couldn't see what it was doing.
When I was in high school, I was driving
Ryan, throw it at your
home
feet.
at night, and I was driving around this corner, and all of a sudden there was a flash like near the front of my car, and I didn't know what it was. I was like, that was weird. And then I got home the next morning. I came out, and underneath my bumper, like I had an older car, so I had a metal bumper, and these 2 little bat feet were sticking out.
Oh my
yeah, you
god.
Like
mentioned
it
that.
went into my, like it somehow got into my bumper, and I was like, "What?" So I'd like pry it out with a stick, but
I thought he was gonna say he got under his car and it was just like half of Wally West's fucking costume because it was a flash.
right. When he said that, I almost went, no, Batman.
Yeah.
The bats are Batman. But I was like, it's so fucking
I love
stupid.
you
I'm
guys
not gonna
had
say
you guys
anything.
had you thought better of it and you're like, but then I'm gonna tell you.
yeah,
Well, he already said it.
Yeah, I
So
mean-
now I have to.
Right.
I immediately thought of him.
Hey Griffin, since you're here, I'm a great husband, right?
Uh-oh.
How about it? Well,
Would
Oh,
you?
that took a long time.
Yeah.
No, he's filling in the blanks
Got
for me.
it.
So
I'm a great
let
husband,
him
right?
go with
Would
it.
you like to share a story about how great of a husband I am? Do you have anything
Just
on the mind?
any
Just
story?
any old story about how awesome I am.
Did you want to bring it up? Okay, so it was my birthday recently.
Oh, that wasn't even what I was talking about, but that's a good one.
I figured that's what you were fishing for.
No, I wasn't fishing for that.
Was there one you were fishing for? that
No, I
should
just
know?
figured there's got to be a
sure.
The
myriad,
problem with Jeff, he's
a myriad
great,
of stories.
but he requires so much of this.
Oh no, he's
Yeah,
he's
no,
humble.
Oh, you're really
Yeah.
good.
Jeff is one of the most humble men I've ever met in my life.
It's like Yeah.
That was one story. So it was my birthday recently, but Jeff had to do PAX, and it was really a requirement. And he offered, he was like, come to Boston. I'm like, been there recently, and it's not, I like Boston, but I have stuff to do.
It's fucking boring.
Yeah,
It's got
There's a
one
lot to
thing
do
going
here.
for it. It's a
There's less
basketball.
to
Two
do
things
there.
going for it.
yeah, okay, I don't want to be rude. Better than Cleveland. Better than Cleveland, as far as things to do.
Yeah.
We went to Cleveland recently. This is a tangent, sorry, but this is
No,
off
that's what it's
topic,
for.
right?
Yeah.
So we went to Cleveland recently, and we were like, what can we do here? We've got a couple of days to kill, and we were going through the list. I was going through the top 10 things to do in Cleveland. Number 5 is visit the cemetery. That was number 5.
Like that's like,
Wish-
like an
wish you
official
were
list?
dead.
Yeah, or is that your list?
No, it's like
Yeah.
a TripAdvisor
It
Yelp
was
list
like
or something.
that was the top
Wow.
like to do in Cleveland. Number 5, cemetery. And some guys. I ran into some guys from Cleveland after that because I was wearing the hoodie, and they were like, "Cleveland girl." I'm like, "No,
No, shh.
I just need the hoodie." No, so I was talking to them, and I was like, "Hey," and I told them that story, and they were like, they knew the cemetery. They're like, "Yeah, Lakeview or whatever it's called, something lake related."
It's not like,
Grab
like
some
it's, not,
drinks,
it's not like
yeah.
DC where you can go like visit the tomb of the unknown soldier. It's just a cemetery,
Well,
right?
it's a
just like-
historic. It is historic.
Okay.
Sure.
It's
Everything's
old.
historic.
Is there like
Not everything.
Every cemetery is historic.
Orlando
They're all
is
dead.
not.
any
There's nothing, you know.
locations from the Drew Carey show?
I didn't even see.
Is that maybe?
I didn't even try.
Would that be
No.
on top 5? I don't know.
I don't
know
know.
anything else about.
You've seen those Cleveland tours.
They call it,
videos,
uh,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I should've
We
put it
watched
in
it
there.
after that. It's
Yeah.
totally.
They call it the
Totally
mistake on
true.
the lake, and I get it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Uber driver did.
Oh,
He did.
that's a good sign.
Yeah.
And
Your
we were like,
locals.
okay, you know the cool spots. You drive everywhere. He's like, oh, cool spots. Well, I just picked you up from the museum, so
That's
take you back to your
Fresh
hotel.
out.
Yeah, you're.
He's
So
like,
it's like, so you ever been to
how
Detroit?
was it?
He's like, so, you gonna go to a Cavs game or something? And we're like, yeah. And he goes, well, you're covered.
All right,
That's it.
so I want to just say I'm so sorry, and if anyone from Cleveland is offended, you should go somewhere else and visit anywhere else. But-
Everybody in Cleveland's watching this right now goes,
yeah.
yeah.
That's cheap.
Boston. Okay, so he offered to take me to Boston for my birthday. And I was like,
Okay.
I've got a tradition. I go horseback riding, and I
Yes.
just don't want to skip that. Really, to go anywhere. So
There's no horses in Boston.
That's what I said. We could go horseback riding in Boston.
Sure, they have them. They have
They
that
have
whole
city horses,
pioneeered,
Yeah, they have the city horses.
yeah,
If you ride in the
Revolutionary
carriages,
Trail.
you
I'm
have
sure
to
you can
shit
like
and piss everywhere.
They're like, yo, hop on.
pretend you're Paul Revere or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
That's all they talk about. Go ahead. No,
No, I really lost my train of thought.
All right.
Oh,
so,
wait,
so
you didn't want to go to Boston?
the nice
so you-
thing. The nice thing that
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff's still waiting for his compliment.
Yeah, you-
Boston's
Oh, it's
fucking sucks.
coming.
He's
Oh,
still
Sharon
sitting there.
Stone.
He's
I
just
felt
like
that
he's
there
getting
was-
deflated. He's waiting for it.
Let me bolster you. Okay, so I didn't go, and then he was gonna be home like 2 days later, but then like in the middle of the night, I was just about to go to sleep. Like he showed up, and it was still my birthday. So
No.
very sweet.
Oh,
Made
you
up by
didn't
about
even
45
tell him you
minutes.
were coming. Oh, and you
No, I
just
didn't
showed up.
tell him.
Totally
Shit.
interrupted my private time. But that's fine.
You're watching like Gilmore Girls. They're like, no, how are you not supposed to know this? And
That's
then
exactly what I was doing.
Jeremy was sad.
think
though.
I got home and
I
there were
was
like
sad.
there were
I
like
was sad.
40
He's like,
dildos
"Where's
on the
Jeff?"
bed. It was just
Can we not use that? Like,
handcuffs.
what was it like? What was that? Was old
Who
school?
are you?
The old school begins where like
Oh,
the guy gets
yeah.
home and he's like, I'm here for the orgy. Or no, I'm here for the gangbang.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was sad that Jeff wasn't there. I was sad that I went to the signing. That was me and Jeff on Sunday, and
I gave you ample notice. I was leaving.
the night before he goes, "Hey, you know we got a signing tomorrow, right?" I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "No, you have a signing." and I literally got to the signing. I sat down, so it's like just me at the table and like this big line of people, and like someone mentioned Jeff, and I was just like, it's just me. Like, I said, I was like, if you want to get out of line, that's fine. And then Bruce showed up.
emptied
Oh,
out.
At least
And then half the line
At least it
walked
wasn't
away.
just me at that
Okay.
point. Bruce showed up.
And then farted on you and gave you Pax Pox.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's true.
if you guys are all wearing RT shirts and you have beards, can anyone tell you apart anyway?
No.
No.
You could just wear
It's
the name
interchangeable. Yeah.
It's true.
A
A lot of people think he's like a squished Adam Kovic.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
am.
yeah,
I am. It's true.
They always like whenever they see Jeremy, they think their monitor is fucked up.
yeah.
You know, like the hydraulic press channel, it's all over Reddit. If you put Kovic in there
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a second, like, but didn't close it all the way, that's me.
It's pretty close, honestly.
Yeah.
Like of all the people that are like people look kind of similar, Jeremy and Kovic sitting next to each other on the podcast is kind of odd.
Yeah.
Startling.
It is a little.
They have similar head shapes. They're both
Outlooks
white,
on life, yeah.
You know,
It's just like,
they both have arms.
They definitely have arms.
It's like
Never seen either of them smile.
yeah, it's almost
Have
dead
you,
even.
Have you guys started thinking about creating your personal brands to differentiate, kind of like they do with like One Direction, where like you must only wear.
Yeah, I'm the one that
pastels.
can't grow a beard.
I'm
so
J-
I'm
I'm-
good.
Yeah, that's your.
I'm Joey
yeah.
Fat One. That's what I'm going for. I'm just gonna be Joey Fatone. I'm gonna have my own show on the Food Network at some point.
He did all right. He had like a million
Honestly,
shows.
it's like Justin Timberlake and Joey Fatone are the two that came out of that group and actually did stuff with
Yeah.
their lives. The other ones, I don't know where they're
Lance
dead.
Bass
or where
had
they're
that
at.
one
They're all
romantic
dead.
comedy
Oh,
where
yeah.
he got with a woman at the end, which was a lie.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Joey Fatone, because he's gay too, right?
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, I think
didn't
so.
know that.
I think he is. And Lance Bass hooked up, and they formed like a super group, just the two of them.
two of them?
Yeah.
Is Joey Fatone gay?
All right.
Just like chill out.
Is Joey Fatone gay?
I don't know. We were just talking about it.
Okay, I found this.
Is Joey Fatone nice? What? Result: I don't personally know Joey Fatone, so I couldn't say. That's
Cool.
what it says.
Thanks,
That's
Siri.
weird.
Yeah, I really love technology.
Siri
So
needs to
helpful.
get some friends. She's like, I don't know. Go
I-
find out.
I asked Siri something. I hardly ever use Siri. One time I tried
Never
to, I
use it,
tried to
ever,
ask her something.
ever.
And she heard something totally wrong, and it was something like she thought I asked like, how do you make dinosaur cereal or something like that, and her response was, make a bowl of cereal and then add a dinosaur. Quote unquote.
She's
is what
got
it
a
said.
mouth on her
You
sometimes.
see,
She's a cocky.
You,
Yeah.
you could ask her, where can I bury a dead body? And it would give you like a list of like swamps and like landfills and things like that. It would literally show you places you could
I
bury
mean,
dead
probably
bodies.
because then they're just like, the cops are going to be waiting there
Right,
for
they're
you.
gonna
Yeah,
do
That's
this.
why. It's like, go right ahead.
They're all just
Sure.
precincts and
You
stuff
know
like that.
that there's somebody dumb enough out there to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There has to be.
People are stupid.
What's
We just like convenience. That's the thing.
It's true.
Oh, I got sidetracked, but I was gonna ask. It's because it's the.
Oh, real quick, Gus just sent me a thing on Joey Fatone. On September 9th, 2004, Fatone married his on and off girlfriend of 10 years, Kelly Baldwin.
That doesn't prove
That was
anything.
They call
12 years
yeah,
ago.
but her name is Kelly the Beard Baldwin.
Fatone and his wife have 2 daughters, Brianna
Probably,
and Chloe.
probably not
Um,
gay.
Very confused daughters.
Fatone's best friend, Lance Bass, is godfather to Brianna and Chloe. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they're
sweet.
very close.
Or he's
Joey and Lance are
Lance
very close.
Bass and Joey Fatone are the real parents.
Inseparable.
So
There you
figure
go.
that out.
Well, let's get Joey Fatone on the
Push that
podcast.
DNA into enough
Hey,
pressure.
Joey.
He sits down like,
Yeah.
are you gay?
Like,
No. All right, thank you, Joey.
Thanks,
Fatone. All right.
It was lovely having you.
Move
Have a
along.
good time. He was on like Dancing with the Stars, wasn't he?
I think he's
every.
been on everything.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah.
a host of like 50 shows
Yeah.
since then. I mean, he was on that.
That's
that
good
like
work if you can
singing,
get it.
that singing. What was it like? Don't forget the lyrics or whatever.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like he did that. He was
It's
on
like him and Wayne Brady host all that stuff. It's like Wayne Brady, Mario Lopez, and Joey Fatone.
I
host
feel like
every
we're
TV
through
show.
with Wayne Brady.
yeah, he's kind
I
of
just saw
taking
him
a,
the-
taking a
down.
step
Oh,
back.
how's he doing?
I was just his show was on something. I don't remember where it was, but it was.
Oh,
like,
really?
just on.
Fuck me, I guess I'm wrong.
You know who else
around.
is hosting like a moaf? Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's all
he
over
is.
the
Yeah.
place.
He's a
Always.
fucking.
He's a terrible
Idiot.
person.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
He's a dum dum.
He's a dumb.
Oh, no, he's
a
an
dumb
idiot.
motherfucker.
What,
yeah.
what makes you say he's a bad
Allegedly.
Oh,
person?
he said some
Hosts everything.
incredibly sexist stuff.
Yeah, he's super sexist.
Yeah, yeah.
Super.
If you watch his interviews and stuff, he's a super sexist douchebag.
Yeah, real motherfucker.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, saying the words out of his own mouth, so.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Did a comedy
Allegedly.
special where he allegedly besmirched women in the audience and encouraged the men to catcall and heckle them in the fucking crowd during his comedy stand-up special. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He's just trying to compliment them.
That was not. Yeah.
Dude, I watched Patton Oswalt's new show on Netflix last night, or he has a new comedy stand-up special.
That dude's wife just died.
Yeah, that's
That
incredibly
sucks.
sad.
46 years old.
Holy shit.
Just over,
Died in
like,
her sleep.
That really
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
From
got,
what?
They haven't,
From that not being alive anymore.
Oh my
they
god.
haven't said what, but it's just like,
Yeah.
that sucks. It's like wake up and like your wife is laying next to you dead. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Jesus.
worst thing ever. So anyway, his stand-up special's great, and you should support him. Buy his stuff.
That's how my grandmother passed away. I mean, she was in her 50s. She just passed away in her sleep. Like she smoked her whole life, but she it was natural causes in her 50s. It was just like,
Stopped.
yeah.
Jeff, you're in your 50s, right?
Well, it's
I am
close.
very
Well,
close.
you know.
Yeah.
Man, well,
Don't worry, I'm not gonna get there.
I once had the opportunity to go hang out with Patton Oswalt.
yeah.
But because my friend sent me the message on LinkedIn, I didn't see it for like 6 months.
Oh.
LinkedIn.
Was he still there 6 months later? Or no?
Yeah, he's still waiting.
Eventually, he's like 4 months later, he gave
He's like,
up.
I gotta go film this Minecraft adventure thing at some point. So
I gotta go do this Ratatouille
He does a
thing.
ton of voice acting.
He's a good voice actor.
Like I keep hearing him pop up in
I think he, but I have a bit of an unpopular opinion here, is not very funny. as a stand-up.
His
I
voice
don't
acting
like
is
his stand-up
awesome.
at all.
Yeah,
I
his
think
stand-up's not
his
great.
voice
I
acting
agree
is
with that.
tremendous.
Are incorrect.
He's got a great voice actor, not good in stand-up.
Oh, Mike.
There's a lot of people that I really like that I think suck at stand-up. Russell Brand can't stand his stand-up. Really interesting, funny dude.
He did a whole bit on My Little Pony that I think you would appreciate. Dude knows his My Little Pony, so.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, he has daughters, or he has a daughter, so
me too.
he was talking.
Even
about it.
Right. You really need to have like a kid you hang out with just so you can justify some
Right.
of your hobbies.
It's like a kid beer.
Yeah.
I like that Michael would have a kid so that he can hang out with them.
Like you play a lot of video
So they have
games.
something. So you have something to
Yeah.
talk with somebody.
You play a lot of Nintendo games and know a lot about My Little Pony. Oh well, I have a nephew. Check him out.
Oh, hey,
that's
guess-
why I do it.
I got a question for you. Do you want a pair of dog shoes for your dog?
No.
Okay,
No,
I do.
I'm gonna
does
donate 'em.
Esther want them?
course.
They're cute and little.
It's funny, Jack.
We got them for Arrow, but they're way too small for her, and
They're supposed to be
oh,
for
they're
me.
I'm gonna
Okay.
donate them, and I keep putting them in the. We have a pile where we donate stuff
What do
in
they
the
look
house.
like?
They're like Converse,
They
like
look
black
like Converse. They're so cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give them to you.
It'll
I
probably
keep
fit a
putting
Shih
them in the
Tzu.
donation pile, and then every time I turn around, they're back on the kitchen table, and I'm like,
What? Why?
she's pulling them out.
Why does your dog have shoes?
So my dog has sensitive feet, and she doesn't like to take walks. And if she takes,
has arthritis.
She has arthritis, and she has like skin problems, and so the gravel hurts her feet. So she wants to take a walk, but she can't. And so I was thinking that if I got her little doggy shoes, maybe.
So you're not getting doggy shoes because you're like, I want.
Because I'm not, because I'm an asshole.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
getting
There
doggy
you
shoes
go.
for the reason
Okay.
Gus is going to take them. No.
Wait till
know-
you see the photo.
But if she has arthritis, should we also get doggy insoles? Like just so there's like a little.
Yeah, like little Dr. Scholl's.
Doggy
Yeah,
shoes. Doggy
Dude, I'm
shoes.
wearing them right now, and they feel so good.
Are you
One on each
gelling?
toe.
I'm gelling right now. I went.
He's gelling like a
I
fella.
went and used the the Dr. Scholl's machine.
Oh,
where you
yeah,
stand
yeah.
on it, and it like measures your feet and the
Yeah.
shape of them and stuff, and tells you which ones to buy because they're better because it's like closer match to the shape of your foot. I have high arches.
Nice.
Yeah, so they like come
That
up and
arch.
fill in the gap in my arch. Feels fantastic.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks a lot.
It's kind of like a bra for your foot.
Thanks.
I guess, yeah, if that's what it's like. I can get that.
like,
I understand that.
Who was it we just saw recently that had a foot nipple?
Oh, we were watching. It was Kimmy Schmidt. I think.
Oh, was it Kimmy Schmidt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it's David Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
His character
David
David
Cross.
Cross has a nipple on his
I
foot.
haven't seen that episode
he's in
yet.
season
no.
two?
I'm
He's
in
at
season
the
2.
We
he's
just
at the
flew
tail
through
end
it.
of season
Then he
2.
lactate
Last-
from his foot nipple.
Nah. Last 4 episodes, last 4 or so episodes he's in it.
Okay.
I think he does make a
He's
lactation
great
joke,
in it.
actually.
He's great.
Yeah.
That's actually funny.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's a foot nipple.
Oh,
You
Pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty cool.
the ones we have are
Cool.
black.
All right.
So
Fair
that's-
enough.
That's Gus's dog
Yeah.
for those who are
God
curious.
damn.
We couldn't figure out the context clues.
I can imagine Gus like sit still, you little shit. I'll take
Yeah.
this picture.
No, fuck no. Gus and his dog? Fuck no. He's like, you look awesome. You are the shit. His dog's just like, that's Gus and his dog. I've never seen Gus kinder ever than with his animals.
I've never seen him kind.
Yeah.
No.
The closest
If
he
you
gets
look
is
through
with
the
his dog.
window and look at him, take care of he looks around to make sure no one's watching. And then he comforts his dogs. He fucking loves his dogs.
Yeah, he does.
He should take him to the vet.
I guess that's true. If you loved your dog, maybe you would take him to the vet.
That is such a thing.
Subreddit,
That, we
get
were
on
just
it.
talking about that this morning. Like when we were kids, dogs lived outside. Like it
Yes.
wasn't like a
doghouse.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
dog outside in a doghouse, totally acceptable. Now, to think about doing that, it's like you're a horrible monster of a person, right? I mean, I feel like it's implied. And then when you go to the vet, they're like, you've got the checklist. Like, how much do you care about your pet? This much, or this much, and they have it broken down. Like, would you like to be contacted about these, and like they break it down in this sort of order. Like, are you a good pet owner or not? Maybe it's just our vet, but
Oh, I mean, I've never filled out a form like that before, but if I did, I'd probably feel horrible doing it. I'd be like, maybe I don't love my dog enough.
yeah, I love the budget amount.
Yeah, it's like dollar amount. How much do you love your dog?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's like, all right, if your dog has some disease, like at what point, where's the line where it's like,
Where are we gonna kill it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like after you cross 1,000, it starts getting a little murky there. Like once it gets over 2,000, it gets real murky.
When
So it's like,
I
all
think my
right.
parents filled out a form like about me like that.
Right. Taking
You
your
have a
own-
child.
It's you don't go into 4 digits.
Yeah.
When I was 15, I got my dog. He was a puppy that the neighbor across the street had a litter, and
It looked like you were gonna say through. Like the neighbor across the street through.
just,
Yeah, they put him in
she
a
basically was
slingshot.
just like when I caught him. But he was, I guess, like 2.5, almost 3. And he tore a ligament in his leg, and my dog was he was huge. He was a Rottweiler Doberman, So even at like 2 or
Just like
3,
That's a happy dog.
killer. Just
Yeah.
no, he was the biggest baby in the world.
I had a pit bull
He was
Doberman
the
that was
biggest
adorable.
crybaby, whiny baby in the world. He thought he was this big his entire life. So at that age, he was probably like 150 pounds, 140 pounds, something like that. So he was like limping on the leg, and we got it looked at, and basically they're like, the ligament's like completely torn, and we need to do this outrageous, ridiculous surgery, but we can't even do it here because your dog's too big. There was only like 1 or 2 facilities in New Jersey that could even do it because of how big he was. And I was 18. I had my job for maybe I was working like 6 months or something, and his surgery ended up costing $3,200. But then the doctor was like, he's like, we could fix it, and it's gonna cost about this much, and he'll be pretty much 95% better. He'll have arthritis when he's older, but it'll basically fix the problem.
Yeah.
We can amputate it, but because it's a lot cheaper, but it's like, we can fix it. We can leave it the way it is, which is like awful, or we can put him down. So I was like, fucking fix it.
Yeah.
So it's like I literally used every dollar I had to my name at the time was like $1,100, and my old boss, he lent me $2,000 to get the surgery for the dog.
Imagine-
And I just paid him back for like 2 months every check I got, and then he even said I paid him back $1,000, and he was like, don't worry about the other one. He's like, I know,
nice
he's
guy.
like, I know, he's like, I got the extra money, and I know you needed it.
It's like, I know you're not going to leave us to go play video games.
Yeah, no, he's like, you'll never do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine if they did that. Imagine if they did that with people. Like Chris Paul for the Los Angeles Clippers just broke his hand, got his hand caught in a jersey in the playoffs and broke his hand. So now he's out for the rest of the playoffs. Imagine if they were just like the team doctor was like talking to the owner or the coach. Doc Rivers was like, "We got 3 options here about this. We can fix it. We can set it and fix it. And there's like he'll be like 90% of Chris Paul.
Yeah.
We could leave it and he'll be in excruciating pain,
Right.
or we can put him down and we'll be $19 million under the salary cap from the offseason.
Yeah.
I love how you managed to turn every fucking thing into basketball.
It's okay.
You're like,
It was a
wonder-
good
when does
segue.
basketball
Yeah.
come
I was
in?
happy about it though. He was 3. He lived to be 10.
That's awesome.
So,
cool.
Yeah, really good.
Which is really, really good for a
dog
dog
that
at
large.
over 170 pounds
Yeah.
when
Plus,
he
you
was
gotta
an adult.
mark that top checkbox like a good pet owner.
I guess,
true.
yeah. I haven't gotten it
You
yet.
clearly love your animals.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good sign. Man, my cats are getting old. They're like 13 years old now. And I was like, every time I'm like, oh God, something's gonna happen to them. Like, I dread the day something happens to one of my animals. I've had
that's
those guys
Lindsay.
since college, and like
They live inside, right?
yeah, they've lived inside their whole life. And actually, like Uday, the big orange one, he had an ingrown nail where like one of his nails actually grew into his pad. And so I had to take him to the doctor not too long ago. And so I was checking last night. I was just feeling his nails. He hates messing with his hands, and it was doing it again. It already started hitting the pad again. So we had to like clip it last night. So it didn't do it. So he does not like his
Watch
nails
this.
clipped.
Let me see
It
your hands.
sucks.
Leave me alone.
She does not like to have her hands
Whoa.
touched.
That was.
It's the way he does
She
it.
doesn't like she doesn't like to be touched like this.
It's the
Like, if you
way
press-
Why
he
would
does
you ever
it.
touch
What does that
someone
mean?
like
Because
that?
Jeff's
No,
weird.
what does
She
that
just like the,
mean?
she
Because
doesn't
Jeff
like
knows she
the
doesn't
insides
like
of her
it, so
hands
he's
to be
gonna do it.
touched.
That's why.
I just have sensitive fingertips.
Like when
Yeah.
you pop knuckles and stuff. Like
Yeah.
if I do it to the side like this, she freaks out.
Dude, Lindsay hates when I try to pop her. Like, I'll try and pop her toes. She fucking freaks out. 'Cause,
Try
like,
and pop her toe.
yeah, like I'll
Yeah.
like crack my toes. Just like you crack
You
your
don't pop your
knuckle.
toes?
You don't
Yeah.
crack your
Oh,
toes.
no, I crack my
Yeah.
knuckles all the
I'll
time.
crack my
but,
toes
like,
if I'm just
toes,
sitting there at my
Do
house.
you,
like in my
do you push
socks.
them down or do you,
Yes.
you pull them?
I usually
pull them.
I usually like I'll start with like the crack like a knuckle, and if that doesn't work, then I'll try and pull it and pop it out. Because now I'm invested, and I'm like, damn,
Right,
you
right,
pop.
right. Now
It's
it feels
halfway.
like it needs to
She'll be
pop.
sitting there. She never wears socks at home, and I'll just like grab her toe, and she's like, no, like, and I'll just like start yanking. She fucking freaks out.
I can crack my jaw, and Kat hates that. Like I can pop my jaw in and out, and she hates when I do that. Like
y'all
that noise.
y'all go barefoot a lot?
I don't.
Not
Almost
really.
never. I
I'm
wear
a
socks at
shoes
home.
from the second I get out of the shower till I go to bed.
I'm socks. And
Yeah,
I
socks,
do
yeah.
wear a lot of slippers. I like slippers. They're comfy, but also, especially in my house, the tile's really fucking hard. And it's in like half of my house. So I wear slippers more often just because my feet hurt after a while. Like on the weekends if I'm home all day.
Yeah.
Do your slippers have arch support?
They don't. Well, I'll
Just have
have
to look into it.
I'll have to get the
I'm like you, Jeff.
get extra pads.
Like you gotta be ready
Yeah?
to go at any moment.
See, I can't.
Especially if
'cause-
I have someone over.
Dude,
Like,
I grew
I'll
up
never
like
take my
you
shoes off.
take your
Someone's at my
fucking
house.
shoes off in the house, or you'll get your throat slit. That's how I
Really?
grew up.
No
Really?
way.
I think
no.
it's safer to keep your shoes on in our house.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't care about
Nails
people
and
coming over and stuff. But
claws
it's
and
just like
stuff.
I just don't want
Piles
shoes
of
in my house.
piss and
It's the
shit.
first thing I'll bitch about if Lindsay puts her shoes on the couch. I'm like,
Like if I'm having like Michael or Trevor over or something, I put
Never me because I've never been invited.
yeah,
Right.
no,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should check it out. It's a
It's
nice
true.
place.
Put my shoes on. Like I have my shoes on.
You should put your shoes on and head right over.
I don't want to be fucking around
Jeremy's
myself.
Are you gonna? Do you want to have dinner with Mika Burton and Jeremy?
Invited Mika fucking Burton over to his house one night.
Yep.
Not the guy.
We went
Not
over
the guy
to
that.
his house. We went over for
Never
ice
been to
hockey.
Jeremy's house. No, Jeremy. Michael's
Jeremy.
great. Salt of the
Oh.
earth.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Yeah, you're the one who doesn't know this.
Oh,
What is this?
I
You're
know, I
dead.
just said Michael. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
like
Michael's
10
the
seconds
best.
behind.
Michael and Lindsay, awesome. Jeremy
it's okay.
exists.
No, that's awesome.
Currently alive and employed here.
Yep.
All right, I'll do this Crunchyroll ad. Crunchyroll, they've got anime. Crunchyroll is the destination for the most authentic anime experience you can find outside of Japan. They offer the largest, most diverse collection of anime series straight from the source. Each season, they're bringing the best in new anime from Japan to deliver the largest lineup of anime, from classics to new favorites. Currently, Crunchyroll has great shows such as Twin Star Exorcists, Bungo Stray Dogs, and Ace Attorney. Try out Crunchyroll Premium for 30 days. That's 1 month. They put it in parentheses in case you didn't know how many days are in a month.
Depends on the month.
Yeah,
It's February.
Free
Bonus
with Crunchyroll.com/off-topic. You can find unlimited anime, manga, and drama titles. The newest episodes arrive as soon as 1 hour after air in Japan via simulcast. All episodes are professionally subtitled and ad-free in beautiful 1080p HD. Enjoy Crunchyroll across all devices: Xbox, PlayStation, Wii U, Roku, Android, iOS, etc. Try out Crunchyroll Premium for 30 days free with Crunchyroll.com/off-topic. That's Crunchyroll.com/off-topic. Go watch anime. It's fun. I like it.
What are you watching right now?
Right now I'm not watching really anything.
What was the last anime you watched?
Actually, the last anime
Lindsay was just talking about some anime
I've been
bullshit.
watching with Miles, Neon Genesis, which is like super old.
Neon Genesis
anime.
Evangelion?
Yeah, we had a discussion.
Evangelion.
It's like glowing Phil Collins.
That we'd both never seen it, so we just started watching it.
I've never seen it
We're
either,
like
but-
20 episodes in, and I still feel like I haven't seen it yet
Gus,
at all.
when Gus lived with me, he watched it all the time.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of fighting and crying, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
the same
oh,
time.
giant robots.
Sound familiar, Griffin?
That's what happens. That's just the after.
Yeah, it's marriage.
Oh, I thought you guys were
Marriage.
fighting angels.
Neon
Sorry.
Genesis marriage.
How's our daughter doing? She seems to be okay, right?
She's at school. How do I know? I'm not.
Finally, she's at
hanging
school.
up. Yeah, she had some days. Well,
Little motherfucker.
yeah.
She
No,
she
but-
got sick.
Motherfucker.
Did you give her
I
Pax
think I
Box?
gave her Pax Box.
She just
yeah.
has-
That you got
she
from
just
Jeremy,
gets-
even though you left.
she gets
Right.
she gets sick, like at the worst
My
possible
throat still
times.
hurts like crazy.
It's just a really hard week for both of us to actually get away. So.
Inconvenient.
From
Illness.
PAX?
Yeah,
Your
how
throat still
dare
hurts?
she?
Can you just like
It
board a kid?
stopped and started.
Like, just like, hey, just put a kid in like a boarding thing for like a week or so.
it's called an
Like, oh,
orphanage.
we got other stuff we got to take care of. This
It's
is
like
an
everything works
orphanage.
out right. We'll be back.
It's Chelsea's house.
There's a bunch of great stories happen in orphanages, right? Like
Yeah.
BFG, you know, like a big friendly giant. Like, yeah, let's put them up there. Annie, right? She had a whole
She was an
adventure.
orphan, I
There you
think.
go. Yeah. What's the problem?
She
with
was the
orphanage?
littlest
About
orphan.
Alice in Wonderland?
Sandy.
Yeah, there you go. I think
She's-
she was
Why
an
are
orphan.
you following me?
You sure?
No, she just.
I don't know.
No.
No, I think she just had neglectful parents.
Who was in a what?
Alice in Wonderland?
No.
Or
No, no, she was fine.
See, I'm
Leela.
thinking.
from Futurama.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking of the sequel because after she comes back, she's like crazed and they put her in a psych ward. I think that's what I was thinking of.
Ah.
Which is
I think
essentially
you
an
might be.
orphan.
You're thinking of Wizard of Oz 2.
No, that's,
No,
that's
no, I'm
Kansas.
thinking of Alice.
Yeah, I think that might be Alice.
Alice was Through the Looking Glass was the sequel, right? Or are we talking about actual movie?
No, just I'm honestly more thinking about the game.
Is this your fan? It's not your fan fiction.
No, remember the Alice in Wonderland game that came out?
The
in
American
360?
McGee game.
head canon.
Yeah, that's how that started. And she was like in the psycho asylum. That game is dark, man. It's brutal.
Yeah.
She's like running around with a knife, like stabbing people to death.
Yeah.
It's like rated M, bloody, gory, super creepy, weird monsters and stuff.
So-
It's a pretty cool game.
Lewis Carroll, you know, it was Alice's real person, Alice Liddell. She's a girl, and he took like inappropriate photos.
Yeah,
and
wasn't
stuff
he
of
like a
her.
molester?
I don't know. Like the family seemed to be happy that this like, but also it was a different time, so who knows what age she was
Molesting was
marriageable or
more
whatever.
allowed.
No,
Yeah,
not
it was
molesting,
culturally
no.
appropriate.
No, but girls were able,
Olympic
like
sport.
married off to older guys, whatever. Like it wasn't
True.
totally
Yeah, like when you're 8, it's like, all right, time to start having kids.
It happened.
Like
Yes,
Pocahontas
he
got married
was-
at 4.
He was this famous writer interested in their daughter or
Serious?
whatever, and they like totally allowed him to take photos and stuff of her. Gross. Anyway, wanted to ruin your favorite fairy tale.
Oh, that's not mine.
Yeah, he was a creep.
That's
Allegedly.
That's mine.
Yeah.
I have Lindsay read it to me every night.
It's like tuck you into bed.
Then
All
she
right.
was an orphan, right? Sure, whatever.
And Michael
Yes.
pops her toes.
Then the
She's
cowardly
Yeah,
lion.
no.
The cowardly lion thought she was sleeping. What?
Going, Jack.
Y'all, you ever get caught masturbating by your parents? Thinking about Mother's Day.
I've never been caught. No, like I feel like I was almost caught, and like they knew, but there was like oh, he must be doing it, but never like I see you.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's
you know,
never-
like
yeah,
like
Implied.
I'm sure they had their suspicions. I'm sure it's like oh, he's jerking off right now, but never like what. That never happened.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. I'm
I was
in the
very
same boat.
Careful.
Fun fact: I think parents always know. Like I'm
they
assuming.
must.
I assume my
Yeah.
kid jerks off and they're not alive yet. Okay?
If my
You have a
kid,
sperm right now that's going at it. Like,
I can honestly say, if my kid is jerking off, I got no clue. I don't want to have a clue.
That's a whole other issue.
We got to be getting around that age, though, right?
No, I think we have a little bit of time. I don't want to talk
Wow.
about
That's a
I hope
loud
so.
snort.
I mean,
Jesus.
I would like it not to happen for another 10 or 15 years, but
You would like for it to not to happen ever.
No,
kids
okay,
grow
okay.
up fast these days.
I know that's the typical dad thing to say, and I don't want to talk about our kids specifically, but you wouldn't really want your kid to be like, you know, mid-20s to 30s before they hook up with somebody, right? But you
Yes.
don't want to be like, no, you want them to be
Yes.
nicely
go, Jeff.
socialized.
I want
Jeff.
most people to be that way.
Stonewall Jeff.
You ever get caught jacking off by your parents? No?
Nope,
No? You were good.
Sorry.
Your brother?
not that I know of.
How about like Flip? You ever
I'm a
walk
no.
in on your parents banging or doing anything? Because I'm also a no. Like they
That's
were.
a no for me,
I think
too,
they
yeah.
were. I think I was the last case of that. Like
No.
my,
Like
my
you just ruined
existence.
it.
No,
No.
yeah, like me being born.
No, I can honestly say no. Did you ever catch your parents or any of your post-parents like having sex?
Yeah, my dad and my stepmom. Well, they weren't having sex, but I didn't know what sex was really. So I thought they were, and I was really upset about the divorce and everything. So I freaked out and hyperventilated and the whole thing.
I caught my mom and my stepdad, kissing once, and I freaked the fuck out. Wow. Well, no, because they were dating, and like I hadn't seen my mom with a guy in a very long time.
Ah, all right.
I was like 11. It was traumatizing for me.
I,
But I never saw dicks or anything.
I never got caught jerking off, but like
I like dicks. Why would there be
I,
multiple?
I was taking a shower one
My
time.
mom's very popular.
I came out of the shower and
Angelic woman.
my parents' house, right? And then like went into my bedroom and I dried off. And I was really tired for some reason, so I just laid down and passed out, like totally naked in my bed. And so my dad came up to tell me that it was dinner time, and he opened the door, and so I was just passed out like totally naked on my bed, and he closed the door and he grabbed a pillow out of the closet and balled it up so it was really like packed. And he opened the door and he pecked me in the head with it as hard as he could. That's awesome. And then said, "Dinner's ready," and closed it. And I didn't realize I was naked until after like that shock had happened.
That's
he
awesome.
opens up your door without knocking and then hits you in the head because you're naked in your own room.
Well, I guess my door was probably cracked because I was just went in for a second to like dry off and get dressed, but then I fell asleep. So then he was just like, he opened the door and then like walked back out. Also, I used to be a deep sleeper, so they would like, I locked my door one time because I didn't want that to happen again.
Right.
And then passed out again. And I just used to be such a heavy sleeper that my parents came out to my door and they were like knocking on the door and I wasn't waking up, and eventually they were going like, "Jeremy!" on the door, not a thing. And so like eventually my dad was like getting something that he could bash the door down with.
So
Jesus.
our daughter has that problem as well about sleeping. The other day, I'm gonna preface it by saying Griffin's a great mom. She's a lovely mom. But the other day,
Dude, she's giving you a look.
I do a lot of dumping, having to dump water on her to get her wake up sometimes. Shoot her with a squirt gun.
It's not
whatever.
really, it's not cruel.
Tase a little bit.
I
It's better to
swear.
shake
She
them
will
like
not.
that.
Yeah.
She will not get the fuck up.
It's like minor waterboarding. It's
And
really
it's
not
like-
that bad. I mean, Dick Cheney says it's not torture.
a little bit of this, you know. And the other day, she just would not get up, and we couldn't get her to get up, and we couldn't tell if she was full of shit or not, like because kids are liars.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
ours-
pretenders.
You're
And
describing me
Griffin-
waking up Lindsay. This is
Griffin,
very accurate.
She was sleeping on top of the covers, and Griffin just pulled the covers off the bed, and Millie came with her and hit the ground and stayed asleep.
Not hard. I
Griffin
was-
drug her
it's
out of the
platform
house
bed.
onto the front porch and then shut the door.
And she got pissed off at me.
That's awesome.
For some reason.
That is incredible.
It was
She
a-
drug her out
Do it while
on
you
the
can
front
while
porch and
they're,
walked back
while they're
inside.
small.
Yeah.
While you can drag her, you know.
And that's why when Millie's old enough, she's gonna kick the shit out of Griffin.
Oh yeah.
when she's bigger. She's gonna
Yeah.
be there soon.
Won't be long.
But no, it's a platform bed. It's not like it wasn't a huge fall.
Yeah.
You know.
It wasn't like
Also,
that time.
and
It wasn't
she's-
like that time Griffin wasn't
she's-
paying attention to let Millie fall off the bed when she was a baby.
Right, she's 10, dude. She bounces.
Dude, I've
Yeah.
got nephews that are like 2 and 4, and like they're so short, you don't realize like when they fall over, it's like, oh yeah, that's this much of a drop for them.
Yeah,
If
big
I
deal.
fell over and hit the ground, I would be in
Dude,
pain.
I was in.
So
I
was the
in New-
house.
I was in New Jersey last weekend and visiting my youngest nephew, my middle nephew's birthday. But they also my youngest nephew is a little baby, and my middle nephew Parker, he just turned 6. And he was like tearing ass around the corner. He was running, and he went to run up the stairs, and he tripped on the first step, and then just bashed his head right into the banister, like the railing. The kid had a black eye like this, like the entire next day. And I was just like, fucking God. It was just way, like, it was like, I was in the living room, and I just hear, and then there's that, like, what was that? 3 seconds, 4 seconds of just dead silence, and then just like, it's like a glass shattering, piercing cry.
What's the thing kids do? Either they go for like the crying, like, oh my God, the world's ending, or they just do not give a shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
6
all right, I
years old, they
smash my
usually give a
face.
shit.
I'm cool. Just keep moving.
I would see that shit with Millie all the time. She would like hurt herself and she'd get up and she'd look around. And if she didn't see somebody,
Like freaking out over it.
yeah.
just go about her business. But as soon as she caught like eye contact, she's like,
But I think things,
3, 2, 1.
I remember things in some ways hurting less. Like, when was the last time you scraped your knee? Like, fell down and scraped your knee?
Rainbow.
Have you done that as an adult?
Probably the worst fucking time I can think of recently was Laser Team. Because there's a shot where we were in this hallway and a bunch of like trophy cases explode and like whatever it was for the special effects, there was stuff on the floor that was like making the floor super slippery, and we have to like run. I run and then I run away in the scene, and it's when I shoot the laser gun. So I'm supposed to run and then shoot it. And the first take we did it, I ran, slipped, and as I slipped, I turned it into like a slide. Like I fell, but like hit my knee and slid. And just like, hit my knee and slid it on the ground. And I'm like, that hurt. And Matt's like, that looked really cool. Let's do that every single time. So I did it like 50 times. And like my knee was destroyed. It was just like, it was bloody at the end of the day. Just like, not deep or anything, but just scraping, like you scraped it on concrete. It was so bad. I was such a baby
on my bedside table recently.
last time I did it, Gavin and Griffin just laughed at me.
Yeah, also falling over when you're an adult is so much more embarrassing. Like I was running
It's
up
your
my
pride that hurts.
I was going up my stairs. I have carpeted stairs, and I was in my socks. And like the last step before the top, I just I hit the edge of it and slipped off, and so I just went up and just fell and like just landed at the top of my stairs.
That's
so
worse
like,
wishing
and I was just laying on my back like, God, really?
That's worse
Like
too.
your
How old am
fucking
I?
shoes, right, Jeremy?
I hear you.
When you hit your jaw, too.
yeah.
I just feel it's like the ultimate stupidity move. Like when someone sees you fall and hit your jaw, or like if you accidentally hit your own jaw with something, I don't know. That to me, that's like the dumbest thing. Like you just hit yourself in the face, you idiot.
Well, I think the most common injury though is just biting your own mouth, like biting your tongue or biting the inside of your cheek. That's like the most frustrating thing. Like I get angry at myself.
Well,
when I
because
do.
then
I'm like,
it's swollen and you
why did
constantly
you
bite
do
it.
that?
Griffin,
You know
Griffin
better,
fucking
Jack.
bitter mouth a
Really
couple
hurts.
weeks ago. She whined about it for like 10
No,
minutes.
because it got swollen, and then I bit it like 5 more times.
Yeah.
Eventually, the whole thing got like sheared off by tooth.
Yeah.
And every single thing in this fucking state is spicy.
Yeah.
Or full of lime juice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lime and spice on everything. And I could not eat anything.
But
This
nothing,
dumb
nothing,
shit.
you feel like
Get second degree burns in his mouth for eating some fucking
I did.
candy.
I also
that was
I
awful.
bit the top of my tongue off once.
You know what the solution to that
top?
other problem?
Like the tip of it.
Oh,
I
okay.
bit the tip
Okay.
off once in gymnastics.
Does that grow back, or is that just gone?
Some of it came back.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But
Have you noticed any changes?
Does your
in
tongue
speech?
go like
no, it
this?
just kind of feels flat on the front now.
Idiot.
From like it was in gymnastics. I landed, I fell on my ass like trying to do something on the rings,
You just bite down.
and my tongue was kind of hanging out a little bit. So it went like.
He
that.
was on the rings like this.
But when you were talking about like falling on your
It's like the Iron Cross.
He's like fucking Kiss in
You're like,
gymnastics.
you're like fucking, you're like fucking Charlie in the gang next to
Yeah.
But dude, when you're talking about like hitting your chin and stuff, in gymnastics again, like we were just in the gym fucking around before like practice, and so we would always try to stack shit up like higher and higher, and then jump off of it, and like we put mats on the ground and see how high we could get, and then like jump off and
You
like
must have been so cool.
like
How long,
you know,
how
like
long were you doing it?
what's that?
How long were you in gymnastics?
4 years, just all through high school. We did it. And like, so one of the times we stacked up these blocks. So we were probably about like 12 feet in the air or something like that, between 8 and 12 feet. And so I stood up there and we were trying to do like a wrestling thing where you would like jump off and you like front flip, but you land like right here
Yeah, on the flat
on like a
back.
map.
Yeah.
Like the front flip thing. And I did that, and I jumped off, but like an idiot, I didn't put the blocks against anything. So I jumped, and they all fell.
Oh, yeah, like
every
as I-
clip
out?
and ridiculous.
Like as I pushed off, and I landed on my chin from like 8 feet up.
Oh.
And like like kicked myself in the back of the head because I just like folded.
You scorpion?
And I literally, scorpion. And I just laid there for a second, like, well, I just broke my back. This is it. Like, this is the end of everything. And I just laid there for a second, and everyone around me was just staring at me. And then I stood up and just went, I'm going home.
That was when he quit gymnastics.
Yeah. Do you know that Jeremy went to art college and got an art degree?
Oh, really?
I did. Yeah. I mean, and now I'm here.
Do you still
Every decision he's made in life has made his parents proud.
Yeah.
Did you do you still make art at home?
Not really. I draw every now and again, but very rarely do I do art anymore because I went for animation.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, as I was doing animation, I was like, this is extremely boring. Like, 'cause it's just like, you'll work for days. Whatever, they know. They all know it.
It's true. I mean, they got to Jeremy's point and went, I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
You work for
Right.
days, and then you have like a 20-second thing, and you're like, that looks really good. Like, and that was the payoff of it. And it just wasn't a payoff.
Have you messed with Tilt Brush or anything, like in VR?
I played
Yeah,
with
he made
Tilt Brush
Spider-Man.
once. I made Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I will say it's
fun.
totally different from art, but that was like the one thing that like I really had a sense of satisfaction from my old job of like leaving someone's house. Like we fucking put that in and that and that
Yeah.
and that,
Yes.
and it looks nice as shit.
Now
And-
that old bitch can see.
right, that old bitch was like, I love it. Here's a $5, and I'm like, thank you. We'll go have lunch.
So you
That
get-
that was immensely satisfying.
Yeah.
like finishing and leaving.
When you were an electrician, did you ever have that moment, like porn moment, where this like, you know, lonely housewife?
You're the electrician
Not
walking in.
not
I have
that.
a fucking thing.
Or like
ma'am, is your husband
accidentally
home?
left like a shower door open or
Not
anything.
that. The closest we had to that was.
You have to change the batteries in a dildo.
I never had to do that. Although I wasn't
Yeah,
I
we
wasn't
do that.
there, but my boss was telling me it was before I started working for him. He worked in someone's house. I don't know if it was her house or her apartment, but like he came in to fix an outlet or something like in someone's bedroom, and they're like, "Yeah, there it is, whatever, you know, blah 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 blah." And he's like, she literally had a shrine of dildos on her nightstand, like 2 feet away from where he was working, and they were just like, "There it is,
Yeah.
fuck it." But
Yeah.
I forget.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of a story.
Oh, sorry. It's the seduction. No, but we had one woman who had a lot of money and a lot of free time, and basically what she spent her time on was just fixing up her house, but to a level of just like every day I'd be like, you know what? Let's put something over there. You know, I just want to see how it looks. Like my brother, before he got his own contracting business, he worked for a contractor as just like a carpenter, and I worked there with him.
Like
a
or
lot.
hate, brother?
The one I hate.
Okay.
I worked there with him, and him and our cousin, they worked together both for the builder. And there was one day where she decided in this room in the attic she wanted a wall put up to like split it into 2 rooms. She had them move a wall like 6 times in 1 week because they're like, well, it's gonna look like this, this, and this. She's like, I just want to see it first. I just want to see it.
So did they
So they
actually-
put it up, and she's like, nah, I don't like it. Take it down. Move it over there. And she's like, didn't give a shit. Like she, to the point where she basically just never wanted it done because she was lonely. She was married.
Was
and-
this the lady who got divorced because her husband was a piece of shit or cheated on her or something, and she had a ton of extra money?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
just wanted to make friends with contractors?
Yeah, and she would just have people in her house 24/7, 365, and then the general contractor, he was like, sure, because she was just paying him to just come do stuff. It wasn't like a I'm gonna seduce you thing.
Mm-hmm.
She was not the sexiest, but she didn't give a shit. So like she'd have people come over, like, oh yeah, be there at 7 a.m. or whatever, and she'd be walking around in like a very, very flimsy nightie.
I think she was being seductive. You guys just weren't going for it.
Nobody was going for it.
Yeah.
But it was just like
She was rich, right?
There was
I would've gone for it.
There was a conversation my boss had to have with her once where she was wearing an outfit at the top of the stairs and he was at the bottom of the stairs and she was talking to him from the stairs and he was talking to her like this. Because it was like the angle of looking up was revealing.
Right up in the birth canal.
It was revealing. And he's like, yep.
That angle's not
Yep.
good on anybody, I don't think.
Oh, it can be.
You think that... No, I think it's a
If you
terrible
when we
angle.
get home,
looks
when we
great
get
on
home
me.
tonight,
Like,
stand on the top of the stairs naked, and I guarantee you, I will enjoy it. I'll be like, that's where
You got some husband
But we should
points
do the
right there.
reverse.
when I get to the
Like,
top of these
if
stairs,
he stands at the top of the
assuming
stairs,
I don't
he probably
trip like
doesn't
that.
know.
It's just
Balls.
nuts.
It's just like,
Speaking of dildos and parents, I remembered a really gross story. That's my ex-wife's story. If you want to
sure,
hear it.
oh,
that-
absolutely.
That's totally not ethical, right, to tell your ex-wife's story.
She told me the story.
Well, now that you framed it like that, It could have been someone you knew. Now you've actually phrased it as like someone.
We don't know
like,
which,
attached
actually.
Yeah,
to.
right? It could have been
Yeah.
this friend of mine.
Could have been anyone. This is from when you were in the army, right?
An old friend of mine
Yeah.
whose name rhymes with Mex Mife.
Well, is that her name?
Is that a rapper from like Chicago? Mex
Hola!
¿Qué tal?
¿Qué ondas? She and her sister were playing around in her parents' bedroom one day, and under the bed they found a dildo covered in shit.
Oh!
They didn't know what
no!
it was, but they were like, smells like poop, this is gross, and they put it back, and then when she was like 17 one day, she had like that. Oh, I know what that was now.
Oh my god.
Man.
Gross.
Why wouldn't you clean it?
That's a different level of messy.
That's messy.
I'd
Yeah.
do it later. I mean, at least Jeremy would just fell asleep on the bed naked.
Yeah.
Still in.
Yeah, the dildo was still in him, so.
His ass is just vibrating on the bed.
I think that we need to petition for another name other than dildo because it just sounds gross and like
Are
not appealing.
dildos illegal in Texas or something? Or
You have to call them educational tools or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like
It's
that.
not a nice sounding word. It sounds
No,
like
Not a lot of
Yeah.
sex-related stuff is like. Not a lot. It's,
No, it sounds dumb. It's like dildo.
well, dildo is used to call somebody stupid. Like, what a dildo.
It sounds like what.
At least it was in the 80s.
yeah, it hasn't been used very often.
Probably smart dildos
Lately.
out there.
smart
dildos.
Dude, there probably is.
Those
Yeah.
modern dildos.
They know what's happening.
There's probably something you can get like a Fitbit dildo or something.
I need
And
to
like
read
track.
that.
That's like a pedometer.
Yeah, it tracks it somehow. There's got to be something like that.
How many miles can you walk with it in?
Yeah.
I said it before, like we've reached a point where in 2016, and especially because of like the technology of that everyone in the world can communicate almost seamlessly, like, you know, at the same time, no one has any original ideas anymore.
Oh,
like
no.
if,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you've thought of it, someone else already has.
It
So it's like
exists.
every time someone says, you know what'd be cool, I literally go, I bet that exists.
Yeah.
And then I look it up.
Google it.
The problem isn't that now we don't have any original ideas. I think that people have been like that for a long time, and now it's so
Oh,
you
yeah.
find out that you have no original
Right,
ideas.
that's
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Human
you think
beings
a
are a lot
pedometer-
less original than they think they are.
And now we are very aware of it
Yes.
because you can find out who
It's
talks
like
to
every
what.
time, you know, I have a funny, like I see a tweet and I'm like, oh, I'm going to reply. Oh, 85 people said that already.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm put my phone away.
Yeah. yeah.
The other 84, they're like, oh, they said it already. I'm saying it anyway.
Or just like going blindly into it. Like, oh, I'm gonna make a joke. Oh, someone else already made the joke as well. Oh well.
So you think a pedometer dildo already exists?
It's probably something like it. It wouldn't
pedo
be,
dildo.
It's something.
That's the worst name
I'm
ever.
gonna
No.
Google it right now.
Don't combine those words.
Oh, the beer is Fireman's Four.
Oh, is it?
Fireman's
A
It
dildo.
that absolutely tastes
I'm really
totally
glad I
different.
got that right.
from,
Dildometer.
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 A dildometer.
A
What are you working on
dildometer.
today?
That sounds a little bit more like.
Like a weather, like it checks weather conditions.
Well,
like,
yeah.
oh, let's check the dildometer next to the barometer and see. Ooh, we got some winds coming in.
Or like a Fitbit for sex. Like so you can see
Where
the
would it-
stats.
where would it
No,
strap
dude,
to?
no, it would have to be like.
I think I'm sorry,
well,
that was
for
close.
dudes, it'd be like a thrust meter.
Yeah,
right?
like you thrusted this many times, it lasted this
You
long.
burned this many
hold on.
calories.
You burned, yeah, exactly. That'd be awesome.
Dude,
Dildo
it's a good workout.
I do
with
think gamifying sex would probably force people to have sex more. Not force them, but encourage them.
Do it.
Incentivize.
If there were achievements, I would have sex all the time.
No, and it's not. And I think it would have to be more like boxing, where it's not necessarily how many thrusts, but it's like how effective they were.
So I searched.
Oh, yeah, you know.
So I
How many
searched
did they- how many
Google.
landed?
Yeah.
I searched Google for dildo with pedometer, and the number one result is how to spot a pedophile.
See, they knew immediately.
If their pedometer has a dildo on it.
Yeah. What about like?
Number two is pedometer belt review, lesbian dildo belt guide.
I like
That's who you trust.
number 3 is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Number three
here.
is great, ding dong in LA, how to make your own dildo.
Ding Dong in LA.
Here we go. Number four, the lovely cock ring Fitbit pedometer.
Hey!
Yeah,
There you
wearable
go.
sex XXX tracker.
Oh, it's a
sex
YouTube
toy.
video.
It makes sense. It would have to be a cock ring, 'cause
Everything
you
is
can
made
download
already.
it.
No,
Number
yeah,
five
yeah.
is medical dildo and medical dildo suppliers.
What's a medical dildo?
I don't
That
know.
sounds stronger, like medical,
He puts suppositories
Yeah, like
on
like
the
extra
end.
strength.
right? Customizable.
It's behind the counter. You have to talk to the pharmacist to get that
I'd
one.
like the level 3.
Do you need to talk to someone before you take this one?
Please talk to the pharmacist, okay, for instructions. It's very important.
God, I hate that at the pharmacy. It's like, okay, I can read the label, but
Say
you want to
no.
explain it to me? Okay.
I always say no. Most of the
You
pharmacist
can
wants to
shut
talk
up,
to you.
shut up,
Yeah,
shut
they're like
up.
the pharmacist wants to talk to you, and I go, I don't want to talk to the pharmacist. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to
like
talk to
the-
anybody.
I like the idea that
Where's
like,
my fucking money?
Then he
No.
throws it in their face.
I like the idea
spits
like
on
Jeff
them,
goes
and
to the
leaves.
pharmacy and he's like, oh, do a talk to pharmacy. She's going, ow, ow, ow.
The talking to window's a place they hand it over sometimes. Sometimes you're kind of stuck doing it. 'Cause
No,
they're
no,
like-
no.
they've got
No,
the guy
you
who,
just go like,
"Let me
yeah,
tell
they
you
They go,
how to do
oh,
this."
the pharmacist will be just a minute. They want to talk to you about it. And I go, I don't need it. And they're like, but that, and I don't know.
See,
And
usually
they're like,
anytime I've ever picked
okay,
up
they
medicine,
can't force you.
they've said, "Do you want to talk to the?"
Sometimes they say that
pharmacist?"
too, and
I'm
you also
like,
say
I'm
no.
good.
But
I think
sometimes
you-
they'll push it on you, and you just go like, no,
Maybe if
I'm
it's
not
like a
an idiot.
suppository or something.
I can
I'm
read.
Like, really, don't eat this.
Let me guess. Take 3 times a day with food. Is that what the pharmacist wants to say?
doctor?
Yeah.
I think next time just go overboard with the information with them. You're like, let me ask you more questions.
Yeah, I really want to get down to the
I
bottom
have
of this
this
thing.
rash.
How many
and-
calories are
Be
in
like,
this pill?
I can't swallow pills, so I take them anally. Is it okay to take this pill anally?
Can you show me how?
Can I break this up and snort it? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yes. You can do that with Smarties. I don't recommend it though. Which is very different from the candy known as
Are there-
Smarties outside of America.
Right.
I thought you were gonna say it's very different from cocaine.
It's also different, I imagine. I can't imagine.
Man.
If it's not, people are stupid spending all that
Right.
money on cocaine. You
Yeah,
just go buy
Smarties
Smarties.
and just go.
They're super cheap.
And you open
We
it
got
up.
about 400 of them in our pumpkin at Steffi's desk right now. You know what it
More?
is?
Yeah.
Steffi keeps
Where'd they come
Smarties.
from?
She buys them. She restocks.
I
constantly.
we did the whole Smartie thing where I chewed them and
Smartie
spit them out
to
and
get rid of
dribbled
them, right?
To get rid of them. There's
They're-
no point.
No, there's more.
And she was
She
like,
Why
wow,
did she
she must have
restock
loved
that?
them.
Twizzlers and Smarties. She restocks.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we have a plethora.
You
We don't-
did,
we don't
the
eat
fruit
candy.
snack challenge. That was pretty awesome. You ate, I wonder how many pounds of fruit snacks you
Dude.
ate.
I don't know how many pounds it was.
Fat
It was-
little shit.
It was
Speaking of shit, how were your
30
shits after
packs.
that?
30.
lot.
It was 30 packs. So
And
it
there
was
were like 10 per
2,400
pack.
calories.
A lot of it came out of you though.
How many?
I got a lot
This
out.
way.
Did you have a bad poop after that?
No, because I went home after it and purged all the
Oh, got the rest?
Oh yeah.
You left a bunch of it out in the field.
Oh no, I got rid of a ton. They didn't even show.
How did you
good
fill it up? How
vomit
did you
in that
manage to fill it up?
video.
Because with your stubby fingers, you couldn't do it. Did you get cat
Toothbrush.
food for you? Toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
Ah.
This was more recent than the gobstopper or whatever, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
not the gob, but like the war.
The-
Yeah,
yeah,
war
yeah,
heads,
yeah,
but
yeah.
It was
something
sour
similar.
candy.
Good
Yeah,
job,
yeah.
Breaker, whatever
Yeah,
the hell
yeah,
they
yeah.
were.
How old are you?
I am
Think about it.
24.
Yep.
What age do you think you're gonna grow out of being like dared?
Hey,
into
can I say
these
something to
things?
you real fast? Him doing that dumb shit helps pay for your.
Here's the thing. Though. It's fine.
There we
I
go.
can answer that question. He waits till he's
There I am.
27 or 28, and then someone who's 24 is hired because that's
Yeah.
basically when I stopped doing it. When
There you
Jeremy
go.
got hired.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that bicep.
I would have been the
dumb
one standing.
motherfucker.
Here he goes again. with that fucking bicep.
No, they didn't even show the bicep shot. That and everyone was like, oh, like I was like, that was
See, there was the really close-up shot. I mentioned this before of Jeremy like trying to throw up, and as we were watching,
Barbara has it on
we were
her
watching
phone, yeah.
playback of it, and him watching himself. Everyone's just like, "Oh, it's so gross! You're throwing up!" Da, da, da. And Jeremy just goes, "Yeah, but look at that bicep." As he's going,
I was going
he's
like,
going
oh,
this.
and he was like, I was like, yeah.
Which also, it popped in my head earlier where you're talking about, one, your dad pelting you in the head with the pillow, and then two, how happy he was with your decisions of like, you know,
Art school
art
and
this
gymnast.
that. All his dad cares about is how much can you fucking lift. Damn it.
It's really true.
What are you
It's
doing? I don't
super
care
true.
about your job. Pick that up. Pick it up and put it down. And do it 19 more times.
Like, I like the idea he's like a deadlift in front of the front door. Like, if you can't get that up, you're not coming inside the house.
Like, literally
He's like-
one time,
He's like, Dad, look, I did a charcoal relief of our. Shut up.
one time I was
Check
like,
out this achievement guy.
I was really sick, and like I was pretty young, so I was at my parents' house, and it was just me and my dad there, and so he just stuck me in his bed, and like he was like, "Go to sleep, like you're sick," and then went downstairs and started working out, and so I was laying there, and I started like hallucinating that I was like playing a game, but I actually wasn't at the time. And since I was like hallucinating and sick and everything, I was like, I gotta go tell my dad I just won this fucking game. Like, or like in my brain that made sense. So I went downstairs to my dad and I was like, Dad, I just won the game. And like that's literally what I said to him. Like after, like, and I would never say anything like that to him. And he's bench pressing, and he put the bar down. He sat up and he goes, "You need to get out of here. You need to go back to bed."
It's like, one, you're sick, you need to rest. Two, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, he was like, "You need to go back to bed." And I went, okay.
You need to get out of here.
I won the game.
I won the game.
You know when you're asleep or like half asleep and you think you have a great idea, and then you're getting really excited about it. A lot of
The weird, like, what?
a lot of achievement hunter
Yeah.
ideas come
Yeah.
from most of Most of the ideas I have for Achievement Hunter come from dreams or the shower.
You fully wake up and you think for a few seconds that it actually happened, and then as you're putting the pieces together, you realize nothing was real.
Yeah.
I have that all the time.
I'd say probably like 75% of the ideas I've had for shows and stuff for Achievement Hunter or bits have come from sleeping or from the shower.
Yeah, well, you
Mostly
said a lot of
sleeping.
times you wake up and you do like
I'd write
voice
it down.
memos.
Yeah, and voice memos or
write
whatever.
down.
I had one this morning where I had a dream, and I woke up and I told Griffin about it, and she was like, "You're an idiot."
didn't say you're.
She was like,
you
"Here's
told,
here's
you
what
told me the premise. You're like writing it in your head. I'm
Here's
like,
what, and I was like, I just had the best idea for a movie ever. And she goes, all right. And I go, this is amazing. I just had a dream. I woke up. This is great. What about like there's a town where there's a library and there's a bunch of unexplained deaths, and a lady journalist goes to like figure out what's going on with the unexplained deaths, right? And slowly she realizes that everybody who died checked out the same book from the library. And Griffin goes, oh, you mean like The Ring? And I go,
but with a book.
well, yeah, but it's with a book. She's like, but it's like, she just looked at me and walked away. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, no, I guess it sucks.
Yeah.
All right. That was not a great idea.
It was a lot
No, it
cooler
could
when I
be.
woke up and
But now it's too
immediately
late.
thought of it. There's so many times where I'm like halfway and I was like, and the second I wake up, I'm like, that is so awesome. Oh, that's what the fuck?
No,
what,
it
what am I
isn't.
talking about?
Wild thing is
Nothing is real.
Someone's already made that too, you know? Like now that you've said it out loud, someone's already made it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it exists.
Done.
After all the
Probably
trailers
had
we
Tim
watched
Roth
for
in
the
it.
theater,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely it exists.
We need more.
Griffin's
found
like,
footage
what's the
movies.
book? And I go, Babysitter's
Twilight.
Club?
Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy,
Yo,
I see you noticing my watch. Do you like it?
that's a snazzy
Look at
ass
it.
watch.
This is great.
It's a wristwatch,
The past few months we've been working a lot with Movement Watches. That's true. They were actually, I believe, our first sponsor on Off Topic.
Damn.
We love them. I do, in fact, love them. You guys love them. The audience definitely loves them. It's the biggest response I get from any of our sponsors. But why do I only have one? See, because they only gave me one, Jeremy. See, Movement offers different color bands, different faces, and different styles for each of their watches. I started off wearing first watch you ordered, but now I've chosen new watch description. I'll get another one. Movement watches start at just $95. Do some quick math. You could have a couple of Movement watches and it would still be a better deal than having one department store watch. Get a blue one, a white one. Movement has watches and bands to match for every outfit in your arsenal. There's no hassles. Just order online with free shipping, free returns, and a 24-month guarantee. 24-month warranty. It's very close to a
They
guarantee.
guarantee the warranty.
That's 2 years. So join their more than 1 million social media followers and get a Movement watch today. Go to mvmtwatches.com/offtopic and they'll give you a 50% off your entire purchase. That's mvmtwatches.com/offtopic.
Can I chime in here?
Yeah.
Can I tell you about the best thing about the MVMT
What's up?
Movement Watch?
Yeah.
Is that they cracked the Rosetta Stone code of how to accurately tell time without all those wasteful vowels.
Absolutely.
Which every time I think about it,
It's
blows
the selling
my
point.
fucking
It's the
mind.
selling point. It's I assume why they're so popular with our fans. They love them.
Vowels.
They're affordable. They look great. 15% off. Look how classy I look wearing this.
You
I'm
look
not nearly
almost
this
human.
classy. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're fooled.
I
The
am.
wool's been pulled over
He's
your
ready
eyes
to go
a
to the
little
governor's
bit.
mansion.
I
A
am,
little
yeah.
bit. But yeah, watches is expensive, so you can get a few different ones for different occasions.
And it's efficient.
Yeah, and you'll be
Got
on
rid
time.
of 5 bullshit letters we don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you count them? Oh my god.
A-E-I-O-U.
Dude, that was so good. Well, that was. Oh, you just went with
talking
all the
about
vowels.
vowels, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. I thought you meant there was exactly 5 in movement, and I was really impressed. But now,
M-O. Yeah.
Speaking of watches, I just got a Snapchat because I hear you have to get Snapchat.
Yeah.
And figuring out how to the point of it.
There's no analytics.
Griffin
on
got her
that.
first.
Figured out the point of
Griffin
it.
got her first dick on Snapchat.
Oh,
and
nice.
it was wearing a watch. So there you go.
the dick had a watch on it.
Did it have a
was
pedometer?
Was it a movement watch?
And I was like looking at Amazon to try to figure out the diameter, just so I could.
You should have replied. Go to mvmtwatches.com/offtopic, and you can get a new watch for your dick, 15% off your entire first purchase.
She got, yeah. So whoever, thanks, asshole. I really appreciate you doing it.
Well, so wait, so you have to follow people to get their snaps.
No,
then,
I
don't
have
you?
mine totally public. People can send me messages.
Same here.
Oh,
Same
okay.
here.
Okay.
Griffin
You know how
is
many-
in no man's land.
You know how many vaginas I've gotten?
How many?
Zero.
Zero.
How many dicks have you gotten?
All of my
Zero.
Oh.
my IRL.
Even a dick, I'd be like, oh, at least I got a dick too. I'd ban the kid, but I'd be like, oh, there's a dick.
You know now you're gonna get tons of dicks.
I won't.
Well, yeah, he won't.
I won't.
forward them.
You're like, there you go.
The most dicks I've ever gotten, Uno.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
That's
peanuts.
the
is
point of
like-
Uno, right?
It's the point of Uno, and there's dicks, as in like, here's my dick, and trickery. There's a lot of I saw several of the Silence of the Lambs trickery, like zoomed in shot.
Would
like,
you fuck me?
It's
fuck
just
me.
like someone playing for 2-3 games of Uno, where it's just like, is that someone's bush? It's just like a pair of legs or whatever, and then after the game ends, they're just like, ah.
And they say that.
Yes.
They
yeah.
do go, ah.
Yeah, why not? That's. I'm pretty sure that's what Uno was invented for on
Yeah.
the Xbox 360, because
We
that's
used to-
all it was.
We used to do pajama achievements in Uno for that same reason. It was
Did you do
awesome.
it for that reason, or did you do it and that happened?
Yeah, a little bit both.
Okay.
So
you can't
where'd
stop
you
it.
go,
You can't
Jeremy?
stop it from happening.
I took a dick piss.
Nice. I like that. This has been like a. I mean, not like it's a new phrase. But
I've
you
been saying it for
you-
years.
You dropped it hard yesterday, and it just clicked.
I said a wee wee pee yesterday.
No, you
No,
said
it was a dick
you
piss.
said
Did I
say dick piss?
You definitely
Yeah,
did.
it was right before
You
the
definitely did.
NHL thing.
Because we were all waiting around, and we're like, "Oh, where's Jeff?" And I was like, "He's taking a dick piss," and it just became all day. It was
I
dick
feel like I've been
piss.
saying that for like 10 years.
No, you have been. I'm just
so
saying.
proud
It
of you,
just.
so
It just
anyway.
like.
That's one of the. That's one of the things.
That's what I'm saying.
became
10
a
years.
thing.
10 years of perseverance. It's finally
Speaking
clicked.
speaking of dick piss, that's one of the things.
Briss,
Great
dick piss.
dick piss.
Dick
That's one of the
piss,
great parts
dick
about
piss,
marriage.
dick piss.
Is you'll say
Dick
something
press.
like dick piss or whatever, and your spouse, could be a husband, could be a wife, can go, if it wasn't funny the first 4,000 times, do you think it's going to become funny at some
You're-
point? Or am I going to spend the next, as long as I can stand,
Like,
listening to it?
here's the thing. It's a problem for you anyway, because you're you.
Yeah.
But
See?
but it's even harder because
I
you're
don't know
you,
what that means.
You're you,
I'm
and you
in
work
the
with
middle.
us, and we're all like, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you go home to Griffin, and she's not like,
Yeah,
hey,
No, I
and
ain't
I'm
into
out
that.
of practice because I'm off on my own all day, and then
So I feel like we make it worse.
Well, it's not just, but
It's your fault. 'cause
We're
you hired,
enablers.
you hired us too, so it's really you fed it to us, and now we're reciprocating back to you. So
basically-
it's
you
always
basically
your
hired a
fault.
bunch of parrots.
You guys
Yeah.
have created this culture, but when you're on the outside of the
I don't know if
culture,
culture is a good word for
dealing with people in the day-to-day world, and then you suddenly
Cesspool.
are hit in the face with it, it's like, oh wait, oh yeah, these guys.
Yeah.
Like a culture in the
Yep.
sense that like you have a petri dish and you put like
it's very
a
good.
large Q-tip in
Yeah,
it
yeah,
and you spin it
exactly.
in a centrifuge.
And then 7 days later, you've got an alien.
Yeah.
That's basically us.
Yeah, my wife does not like me.
No, it's not that.
She likes
The
you.
problem is,
She doesn't like you.
Yeah.
the problem is,
That's true too.
you make a lot of jokes that would make 15-year-old boys laugh. To me,
Which we essentially
Yeah,
are.
that's
so
our
that's great
job.
for us.
and it's not. You have to know your audience.
Yeah.
And if I'm not the audience that you were throwing these jokes out for.
So you secretly wish Griffin was a 15-year-old boy, is what you're trying to say.
I've never seen just a combined
Allegedly.
disappointment and pride.
That's Jeff. That's a
Yeah.
that's a great descriptor of Jeff. Disappointment and pride. Just like furiously coexisting together.
Yeah.
You never know which one's gonna roll on top.
Well, I love you.
I love
Aw.
you. I never said I didn't love you.
That's like the best thing. The best thing too. I say that with Lindsay all
At
the
this
time.
table today, no.
Where
Yeah,
it's
I've never
like
said that.
Lindsay and I will be talking about one thing, and I'm just like, no, you're not getting what I'm saying. And it's like we're like blah 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 blah. And we go back and forth, and I just get to the point where I'm just like, I love you. It's just
It's the trump card. Just be like,
For
yep.
me, it's Griffin. It's
let's
I go.
let's just call it even. here,
You
'cause
are
it's just
so pretty.
Well, the problem. No, here's the thing with the relationship. So you have two brains.
I love
going-
you.
Two brains with different hormones and makeups going about two different lives, and you come together and you meet up where you can, but you can't have the same brain all the time. You're gonna have those moments where you just don't get Michael.
Yeah. You conflict.
But you
I
know,
get my.
That's the spice of life.
Jeff gets me.
get
Jeff might not like it a lot, but
Not always.
he gets
I
it.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
I don't like what you're doing. I know why you're doing
Yeah.
it. Idiot. Stop.
If you had to
Yeah.
put a number on how many more years you think we'll be married,
I've never
Between-
met anyone
between
about
1 and
how much
3.
you guys talk about it, like more about your future spouses.
well, we're
No,
pragmatists.
but
Yeah.
no, you guys are gonna get there. The problem is
No, you'll get divorced.
One
We're
day, hopefully.
No, I'm just saying, you get the best part about fucking long relationships is that you get so comfortable that comfort level, as much as it sounds boring, is actually kind of fun and exciting because you can get to that level where you can make these jokes and you don't. It's not like
So they're jokes.
everything's
These-
a
It's
joke.
so hard to
These
tell.
jokes.
Are
Not
you laughing?
plans. Jokes.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that is the fun part of fucking.
Hold on,
long
I'm on the
relationships.
phone with the divorce lawyer to tell her this joke.
Well, you better plug it in.
Oh man, so there was
Offshore account.
we had a really bad fight several years ago, and we were like yelling the word divorce at each other. Not to bring it dark.
Just divorce,
but-
divorce, divorce.
I declare bankruptcy.
No,
Battles.
This
That's how it
was a
works.
while ago, but like Jeff for years had always talked about his former divorce lawyer, and like he talked about when he decided that they were gonna split, he and his ex-wife. He's just like, got her number still, and like, so I know that name because I kept hearing it, and
Oh,
whenever we
no.
could have a fight, like that name would come up or whatever. So like during this fight, I was so mad. I was like, I got her number, and I'm like, I'm gonna get that bitch first. And like,
Listen, bitch, you're working for me.
You're my new best friend.
Jesus.
Hang up.
Bury him.
that's a terrible story, and I'm sorry.
You don't know who I am, but you will.
I heard you were amazing. Now I want you to crush him. Use everything you've learned about him.
Yeah, you know all of his secrets already.
Yeah.
My piece of shit, soon-to-be ex-husband, speaks very highly of you.
Yeah, it says you're fantastic.
Well, you guys have some intense personalities, and I've been near you as a fight began, and we like I was over
to
there
go to
with
IHOP.
Gavin,
And you're like-
and like Gavin and I looked at each other, and we both like quietly walked out of the room and just got in my car and went had
Oh,
food.
that was,
I feel like
We're
I
just
think
gonna
that was
have,
a pretty bad one.
yeah, we're gonna get out of this situation.
I don't even remember what that fight was about. Do you?
But you know, my ex and I was with
I mean,
my ex. No, I don't remember.
I'm sure you were full of shit.
Here's the thing is, it's probably, we have, with another long-term thing is that you kind of have the same fights forever for
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
You know, so it's probably one of those. But no, like, my ex and I, we never fought, and I thought we had a great relationship because we never fought. But I think fighting can be healthy as long as you get somewhere,
Yeah.
you know, with it. Instead of just
Like a
never talking
hospital.
about it.
yeah.
No, I don't
Jeremy,
The
know.
no.
lobby of the divorce lawyer.
Well, and if you have passion in one direction, you're going to have passion in the other direction too. That's the thing about passion. It swings.
Like a pendulum.
Yeah.
Sex, divorce.
Sometimes, oddly, they're at the same end.
Yeah. Sex, divorce. Eh?
That's gamifying it right there. It's like
Right.
how close can you to your divorce can you get and still have sex?
I don't know that
That's
maybe
achievement.
Maybe gamifying relationships and things like that wouldn't be a bad idea though, just because people might have more fun with it.
Maybe. But I also picture someone dragging their partner through it. Be like, oh, we have to do this.
That's gonna happen
because-
anyway.
That's true. So, I don't know.
Drag them to IKEA, drag them to the gamification of their
Just
relationship.
use the IKEA fucking VR app now.
That thing?
Oh yeah.
Really? So it's
There's
like,
like a
it's like
VR
you can be in IKEA. Can you? Are there still arrows on the floor that you can follow?
Can you-
I don't know, but we should get Ryan to.
Can you get Swedish
Does the
meatballs?
cart
It's
go
on
sideways?
Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we are the champions.
Can you get
IKEA.
Swedish
Yeah.
meatballs from
Yeah.
your
We
house?
We should get.
Nom,
We
You
should,
fuck
uh,
with shit? Like,
They're about
I
as
don't
good as
know.
they
I
actually
just
are
know
at
that it
IKEA.
exists. I didn't look into it.
Is it a VR store we can order, or is it just
I
like
don't
for an
know.
experience?
I know that there's the V.
What is
There's
it
a thing called the
exactly? I don't know. I've-
IKEA. The fucking Christ,
How was
I'm
it-
gonna
how
look.
was it
the
programming this
IKEA
game, Jeff?
experience is what it's called.
When you decided,
Louis, hold
when
on,
you came
Louis
up with
is
the idea,
slacking me.
What is
Can
Louis
I
what were
saying?
your thoughts?
Can I
My
order
other
meatballs?
wife. He wants to chat.
Who
No.
wants to chat?
Louis.
His other wife.
The
Oh,
nice thing
call
about
him.
him being the other wife is it's always work related, so I'm like vacation life.
Your party wife.
VR.
You don't
Fuck
ever want to
you.
be in trouble with Griffin and Lewis at the same
Oh
time.
man, it's gonna be bad. We should.
I'm
I
okay.
should
I'm
tell
okay with
Lewis.
being
Dude,
upset.
if they came at you, it would be bad. I could just see Jeff getting smaller.
I told Jeff that. Did you see Lewis's?
IKEA VR experience on Steam.
Did you see Lewis's post on the RT site? That
Yeah,
just
like,
kind
hello,
of
internet.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
said
yeah,
to
yeah,
Jeff,
yeah.
I said to Jeff that was when I read that. It was exactly like the speech that you give in Fallout 4 for the Institute, where you're like, "We exist, like we are actually here." Like, that's exactly what it sounded like. It's Lewis being like, "I am real."
Explore and interact with an IKEA kitchen in virtual reality. Walk around freely, open drawers, and
Oh
put
my
your
God.
vegetable
Can you
peelings,
We gotta
trash
do
it?
this.
sorting
We
You
gotta
gotta
do
be
it.
able to
We gotta
trash
do
You
it.
can even enjoy the visual impact of different material finishes
film
and
it?
experience things
Yeah,
from
we
a
should be able to.
child's point of view.
Can we please do that?
Yeah.
I want to film that.
Be another episode of
Child's
Hollow
point of view does
Chickens.
that mean
Pick
you're
Michael
throwing
and
shit out of
Charles,
the
he'll do
shells?
that.
Yeah. You're just breaking stuff and crying when you don't get a
Standing in a
plushie.
fucking corner with your nose.
When you don't get the big whale.
Oh yeah, or you
thing.
get like the pig or whatever. It's like I want it. Like, you can't. I want it.
The kids section of IKEA is the best part of IKEA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty fun.
I
I'm all
want.
for the meatballs.
Those meatballs
I mean,
are
they're
mediocre.
They're not.
they have like
they're
the
better.
water.
They
I'll
are
eat them.
They're
frozen
not
meatballs
good.
that have been
But I'll eat
heated
them.
in a microwave.
Yeah.
I've never had them. Are they good?
I wouldn't call them good,
They're
but
cheap.
they're
They're
edible.
balls of meat?
They're
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
It's like fast food Swedish meatballs. I'm
You
not.
can get
I
40
wasn't-
dish rags for $1 or 40 meatballs for $1.
They're not the ones your mom made.
Right,
Those are
you had them.
really
Yeah,
good.
you came
Those are
over.
fucking delicious.
My mom made Swedish meatballs for little Jay. I mean, I told you that. That was when she was in town. You know? 2 weeks you could have come over.
And then she started telling stories to Kat about like killing rabbits or something.
about them getting ripped in half.
Yeah, that was it.
She said. It's just-
Kat kept looking at me.
Because it's like the father were trying to eat them because they were like not born right, and they were like, you know, they eat the babies if they're like fucked up. But then like, you know, she was little, and they were trying to like pull the babies away from the father, and they were like getting ripped. And
I wasn't part of the conversation between Denise and Kat, but I was listening to the whole thing.
I don't want
loved
to totally go into it, but it's a combination of it's my mother, and that's just her attitude, and it was like 50 years ago for her. So it's just like. I mean, it's like, you know, nothing to her.
Like no emotional.
Yeah, because she's like 50 years ago, we had these bunnies, and, you know, a bunch of them died, and they got all ripped in half and shit, and it was crazy.
How did it come up? Is that just, does it come up?
Who knows?
I know. It was just, they were having some conversation. I don't know.
Kat was talking about how cute rabbits are.
Probably.
Or something.
My mother was like, I got a story for you. Yeah,
You like
I
rabbits,
guarantee
huh?
you she did something like that. But I'm just like,
Hey,
nah,
what's
whatever.
what's your favorite cartoon from when you were a kid? I used to like Bugs Bunny. I've got a great story.
Yeah, that's what my mother would do. There's no filter there. She's like, oh, I have something that's kind of like that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then like they exploded and we were just covered in their guts.
Have you ever seen the inside of a rabbit's brain?
Dude, I saw a video on Reddit a
That
little
was
while ago.
rhetorical.
Yeah.
It was on.
I hate that that's a
It
trigger.
It was
for
on
him.
the WTF Reddit, which is always a good experience every now and again. Getting on there. It was someone gutting a rabbit. You know, like when you skin a rabbit, you like take all the guts out.
Isn't that
so you
just
can-
gutting?
Gutting.
What is
right.
de-gutting?
De-gutting, I guess. Yeah,
Chunk it back
gutting.
in.
And he's like, this is a great way to like gut a rabbit. It just takes like no time at all. And he was like holding the rabbit, and he just went like and like twisted a little bit, and then went, and it all came out of its ass at one thing. He just went poof, and everything came out.
That
You should
I
see.
was not ready for it when I was watching it. I was
That's
like,
a scene. That's a scene in Roger and Me.
yeah.
Yeah, where
is
they
what
talk to the
it
lady where
is.
she's like skinning the rabbit in her backyard. You've seen Roger and Me, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, I couldn't believe it when I said like, cause it was the most. It was like a 2-minute video, and the last 10 seconds was that.
Life's crazy.
So you had to sit
Well,
through a
you
minute
know,
and 50
people that
seconds
do
to get through the
that.
good stuff.
Well, cause I was like, what's gonna happen? Like I was just like, what's he gonna do? Cause it was just
well, you have to
a
think
rabbit.
about before people discovered how to do that, all the trial and error.
Oh yeah.
They came to that.
How many rabbits did he try and squeeze the guts out of?
And you found their sweet spot eventually.
He must have. I imagine that he had a tube of toothpaste one time, and he was like, "Wait a minute."
Oh God.
I always think about that with
Do it from the back.
with cavemen and food and shit. It's like, would you line up like 10 cavemen and be like, eat this, this,
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
and
Which
this,
one
like,
dies?
Dead, dead, dead. We're good. Dead, we're good.
Yeah.
Like there's trial and error involved,
Yeah.
right?
Like,
like-
who was the first person to try? Like when I see an oyster, like who's the first person who saw a rock,
Yeah.
broke it open, saw snot in it, and was like,
And
got
then spent
it.
like the next 3 weeks trying to break open rocks. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking starve to death because I can't break this rock.
I can't get the snot out of this rock.
The rock food rock.
I would like if they could speak perfect English. He's like, I can't break this rock food rock. Trying to get the rock in there.
It's actually
rock
happened.
with an oyster.
It's actually happened in 1972. That's like the first time I ever
It's
encountered
like,
oysters.
This one's gone bad. It's not soft anymore.
Yeah.
You need the baby rock food rocks.
It is kind of amazing to think about just how people figured out anything.
Yeah.
Especially knowing the people of today.
Right. Like I'm like,
Yeah. He's like, let's
show
go,
me.
Like, let's go.
teach me.
Let's squeeze milk out of this cow and then drink it. Like that's.
Well, they must have seen it happen on a person. Like milk
But
could
still.
come out of that, and it's fine. Why can't it come out of
Yeah,
that?
that was more perverted than that. It was like,
I'm gonna,
something
I'm gonna suck on that cow's dick.
In a weird way. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh wait, this
You also made the best face. Like you were the first caveman being like, should suck that too. You were like, kind of perverted a little bit.
or like some lady caveman was like, this thing is not getting hard.
You always take it
'Cause, like, a
one
dick would
level
get
lower.
In theory.
Look like a.
Well, on that note.
Yeah.
Cow's got 4 dicks.
Just keeps. I mean, stuff's coming out
Yeah.
though.
He's making babies.
It's a lot.
He's
It's a lot wetter.
better
Like,
stamina than
one's
I
only-
do.
this one's only got one. It's a lot easier. I'm like, oh
It's a
no.
goddamn jizz factory.
Briefly, just because.
Milk is white.
The word game was mentioned 80,000 times. Do we want to discuss our thoughts on the Game of Thrones premiere?
You know, I thought about talking about that too.
Maybe just
Spoiler
like,
alert, we're about to
Jesus.
do that.
Oh, you're gonna spoil? Okay,
Jeff
that's
had-
fine. It's at the end. Let's say this is just the last thing we'll discuss. We'll
All right,
talk about Game of
after this, we're
Thrones,
done.
Yeah,
and then
from
we're
this-
done with the
so-
podcast. So
yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't
so-
want it spoiled,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Thanks for watching Off Topic. Bye. We're gonna talk Game
Bye,
of Thrones.
bye.
now.
everyone.
Don't buy. Just say fuck
Well, no,
off
'cause
if you don't want to
fuck
get
off.
spoiled.
Well, that's what I'm
Jon's
saying.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, still dead.
Still dead.
For now.
For now.
There's no chance in hell he's dead all season.
There's no
I don't know,
way.
dude.
So
George R. R. Martin doesn't give a shit.
But I
But
don't
then
know,
why are they
every-
playing with him? Just
Yeah,
be done
like,
with it.
They still have his body. They're making a big deal of it. Like, and the red woman's there.
Melisandre.
There's way too much stuff going on.
I don't know, dude.
I think
I don't know.
I think
dude.
he's too integral. Plus, they haven't ever covered his parentage stuff yet, and I feel like that's
It's
gonna
true.
come
What a
up.
Yeah.
waste.
Yeah.
Rob Stark died?
Are they?
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
he,
but we
nobody,
knew his
there
parents.
was nothing about him. He was like, yeah, you know, he's the firstborn. There's you know, he's
King of the North. King
He's,
of the North.
he's gonna be the next. Oh no, he's not. Whatever.
I think we're
Came
gonna
and
see.
went.
I think
I don't.
Plus, he's super preserved up
Listen,
at the wall
so
because it's cold, right?
if
So
we're gonna
he's
talk about
not
this shit-
rotting, right?
Yeah.
Right.
If we're gonna talk about this shit, we're gonna have to acknowledge the fact that there's some stuff that's in the books that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And some stuff that has, and I'm gonna fucking. There's a potential for me to spoil shit for you guys, book wise.
Then
But
don't
it doesn't
spoil
matter because
book
they're
wise.
two
But
different
it's
tangents.
impossible to remember it all, to keep it all straight in your head at this point.
I'm really excited to see Vice Dothrak, the Cal main
I can't
city.
spoil anything.
Oh
there.
my god.
Yeah,
That's
like
how-
that was a
that's
huge
how
in
the
book
book
one, and they
ended.
never got to it. So
Well, I remember
That's
in the
exactly how it ended in the book.
Was she like? I know that she was trying to flee that sort of fate of like going. To
yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
what happens is if you're married to a Cal, so she was married to Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo, excuse me. And they like when the Khal dies, the wife goes to the city, and basically all of the the widows
becomes
of,
like a wise woman.
Yeah. So they basically sit there and they live the rest of their life there. And she's like, "Fuck that! I got dragons. I'm out." And
Plus,
so
she's hot. She's
And they were like,
yeah, she's
Okay.
still young.
You know she's not gonna take her boobies out anymore, though.
I mean,
She said
she
no
hasn't-
more nudity.
She said that like after season 1.
After season 2, I think it was.
Oh, it's been years.
She's like,
since
no
she
more
said that.
nudity.
Why?
She's like, "I'm Sarah Connor."
She was just
She's
like,
like,
she's
I don't
like,
need to do it anymore.
I'm in the
Been
movie.
there, done that.
I'm in the show. I'm locked in. You need me now.
Yeah.
These puppies are going away.
I'm too important.
Pretty
So-
much.
or
She was all over the place. in
Or
season
she
1.
had a tragic industrial tit accident.
or something. Yeah.
fell into a
Some
vat of
caveman
chemicals.
came along wondering what was going on.
Nipples fell off.
But yeah, like so Arya, like she's kind of cool. Like she's doing the fighting.
Kind
blind
of,
fighting.
but it's like
I really
fucking
wish-
do something with her.
Yeah.
It's like I'm kind of annoyed with Arya.
You know
Like,
what I heard?
Arya is
Books
one of the
like
best
that
stories
too.
in
It's
the
like a
book.
whole book where she was
Get
kind of
to
like,
it.
Yeah, I
Let
heard.
me ask you a question. And I don't mean I do mean to interrupt you. Are we?
That's for him, not you. Sorry.
Is I don't want to spoil anything. Is the show caught up with the book and Arya
Yeah, I
Pretty
think that, I
much,
think
right?
the show is past where the books were at this point.
on
right?
some stuff?
I
Well,
heard
except for
everything.
like Sam, and then we don't know what Bran stuff hasn't
Yeah.
progressed. as
Brand
much
stuff
either.
is the most interesting thing in the
I
whole
can't wait for the
series.
Bran stuff.
I've
He's
heard,
also he's
Brand
like
is-
40 now.
I've heard a really,
That
really
kid is huge.
yeah. I've heard a really cool theory that Varys is actually a faceless man. Like he's one of the assassins, and apparently, like it's all tied together. Like that's why it's such a big thing.
Jeff says
That's
that.
a theory.
Yeah,
And
he's
so-
like-
I honestly watching the newest
No, absolutely
episode. I guess there's like a couple scenes with Varys and Tyrion, and just like watching them, you know, and watching season 6 and knowing Game of Thrones, like everyone's gonna die, everyone's fucked, and there's no safe characters. I was just like, I hope they don't kill Varys. He's such a good like side character that just doesn't fucking need to die. He just like pops in and fucks everything up, or he's
Yeah.
got like tons of information. He's like,
Yeah, he's probably more manipulative than Littlefinger is actually. Like Littlefinger is
Oh, I would
evil,
say so.
evil shit.
I would
but,
say
like,
so.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think it's
Is,
more. I think it's clearer in the books that Varys is a lot more.
It is
like, he has-
clear.
he has
He's such a
his
good
hand.
character.
In the
Especially
show,
at
it
the
seems like
end.
Littlefinger's
Well,
the
but
guy.
then it's also implied when Tyrion's escaping, and he's like, "Oh, little birds, it was just you climbing around this whole time, listening in on walls and stuff." Like,
Do you
you may
remember
not
that,
have as
like-
big of a team. It might be a lot of him.
That like aft word at the end of the last book that we'd forgotten about, and then we went back and reread. That was Varys, right?
I don't
With the
remember.
small council.
It's been years.
With
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
okay,
whisper,
spoiler,
whisper,
spoiler,
whisper.
spoiler.
I'm
This-
making,
I like
making noise.
But I like how we're
That's
in the
Varys, right?
spoilers, but now we're
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
another level
Spoil it for the
deep.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
spoilers.
Well, it doesn't
I know
spoil
what I'm
for
saying.
us,
That's
please.
book spoilers, which
Yeah.
is different.
Jeff almost didn't watch
Spoilers.
the premiere because we were sitting there. He's like, I don't know if I want the book spoiled or the show spoiled, and he was like torn. I'm like, the book may never come.
That's
So
true.
just
It's
true.
You're gonna have it spoiled on the internet no matter what.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I was very
but he
honest.
sat there with like the remote control for like 5 minutes, just like going back and forth.
I mean, the books are so much better.
Well, but they're different.
I mean, they're going to be totally different now.
Yeah.
Like, especially this point forward. They're going to be...
Is Stannis-
I imagine it's going to be like this, and then at the end it's going to be like... Whoop.
This is probably not a spoiler. Is Stannis alive or dead in the TV?
We never
We
saw.
don't
his-
know. I'm
didn't see
assuming
the-
he's alive.
We didn't see the death blow.
It was like...
Which for a show where
Brienne,
they
right?
show
yeah,
everyone.
Brienne's like, I'm going to get you. And he's like...
In the books,
And then
isn't
you
she
just
like
never see it.
in the books? She's almost like dead or whatever.
Well, she dies in the books,
She's
right?
not. Well, we don't know yet.
We
It was
don't
on
know yet.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Where it's
Okay.
like, but
But that's all
that
Lady
stuff,
Stoneheart
the Lady
stuff.
Stoneheart stuff's not
And
even
that's all
happening in
gone,
the
so they
show.
rewrote all
Yeah.
that.
So like right now, so Brienne has just got with Sansa and Reek
That's
slash
totally different
Theon.
than in the books.
So I don't know. It's cool. I like Brienne.
That was a cool
Brienne
scene,
and
by the
Podrick.
way.
I like Podrick a lot.
Which one?
When Brienne showed up and fucked those dudes up. It was just
Podrick
like,
is good too.
Podrick's like, I'll take this one guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Does Podrick die in the books?
I don't remember.
I feel like he did.
Yeah, because they got ambushed
Yeah.
when they're out on that road or whatever.
I don't know. I like Podrick a lot. I imagine he'll probably hang around a little bit longer.
I think at this point, I
Good
think
at
it's two
fucking
different
the
stories,
prostitutes,
and if
that
you like
that
the
was a great
universe,
scene.
with the what?
Remember that scene
Oh,
where
Yeah, like what? It's like I think what
Yeah,
Tyrion,
Podrick's great.
Tyrion got him like a companion for a night, and
he
they were
worked
like,
for Tyrion,
yeah, they all
right?
showed
Yeah,
up.
he did.
Totally.
And
That's
then he
he
gave
taught him
him-
all the stuff about the different houses and like made him get educated.
Yeah, and then he banged. Then they were like, "Oh, didn't Tyrion say he's like I tried to pay him?" And they were like, "No, it's free."
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
like banged so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Podrick was
He's like the Bang
Jaime's.
Lord.
He was like Jaime's squire for a while, right? And then Jaime gave
Not
him
in the
to
books.
Brienne. In the show, I thought it was, or maybe he was just with Tyrion. Maybe he was
was
just
definitely
Tyrion.
running
Jaime
around with
stuff is,
Tyrion.
the Jaime stuff and the Brienne stuff could not be more different in the show than the book.
Yeah.
Remember, Jaime's like at River Run and the whole like thing, and like he didn't ever go to get.
Oh, it got changed.
get
I'll be
his
honest,
little, his dead kid or anything.
I certainly expected more of a reaction from Cersei with the whole dead kid thing.
But at this point, she's got like everyone's dying. I think
Yeah, but she's like, ah, da, 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 da. Oh, there they are. What's that? What's that in the boat?
She's still got the little fat one. She's fun.
She got Tommen. He's
Tommen
still
would
king.
totally
He's the
just
only
stick up
one,
for her, though.
right?
Tom is a little pussy.
He is a
Yeah.
little pussy.
He is.
Well, he's got
He's a little pussy. He's wrapped around Marjorie. Is
Well,
that her-
not so much anymore.
Well, he's
yeah.
wrapped around her finger. Still, it's just she's just fucking in jail.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like
Like, he could do something about it. He's the goddamn king.
he can, but he's just like.
But his mom's got the religion guys all over, the cult guys.
Yeah,
So-
fucking Elizabeth Swan's dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, he's got to bust Lola Bunny out of jail.
What are those guys called? The
The
Sparrows.
Yeah.
Damn, you got like 17 people ready to answer that question.
I'm glad they're all caught up.
trivia.
We didn't even think about the people in the control
We
booth.
said it over and over again. They could have went like this. Are they done talking? I don't know.
Job hazard.
So,
Gotta be
anyway,
up to date.
good show. Do you watch Silicon Valley? You should watch Silicon Valley. It's a great show.
I saw one
It's on
episode.
right after Game of Thrones.
That's okay.
Marshall
Really
recommended
funny.
that one.
It's a good show.
All
Marshall.
right.
Marshall.
We should get back on Game of Thrones
I
night.
saw Marshall the other day.
Game of
so he told
Thrones
me to shut
nights.
up.
Yeah, well, we should hang out more.
Yeah.
We should.
Just
Let's
invite
do
us
it.
over.
We still got to catch up on iZombie.
Yeah.
We haven't watched past.
We
what
can do.
watched.
We could do Game of Thrones and a bunch of iZombies.
Yeah, totally do that.
If we
Sandwich them in.
if we could find like a weekend, we could do like a marathon day where we just like
We got that
make
big
food.
fucking projector.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We can trade off, but we got that big.
You
ass
cannot invite
TV.
Jeremy.
You're not invited.
Yep,
That's fine.
There you go.
Yeah, 'cause you have to. You
I
have to
noticed I haven't said anything this whole conversation.
Yeah.
I would
It's
invite
not
You
us.
don't know what
It's
the
not
hell's
us.
going
It's
on.
karma.
It's fine.
Sorry.
I would invite
I also
Jeremy.
assume you don't watch Game of Thrones.
Listen, man, be the bigger man. Literally.
You were waiting for that. Do you see how quickly he
I
stepped
wasn't waiting
forward?
for
He
it.
was like, oh, I got it.
came in that second. I was gonna make it. I was planning on going down the road and making a joke about how you're more than welcome to come because you don't take up much space. But
That's a
instead,
good one. That's a good one, too.
that one hit me in a second of inspiration, so I went the other way.
Well done.
But he still had to tell you about the other one he had.
Right, yeah.
No, I'm just proving myself.
It's good. You know.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
want to show you what I didn't use.
I don't want people to think that I have that much forethought.
Well, thanks for watching episode 22.
Thank you guys for having
This
me.
has been Swell Griffin.
Hey,
yeah,
thanks for
thanks
stopping
for
by.
joining us.
Especially
I
and
just
that
crashed.
super cool trip you did was
That's
awesome
fine.
on your way in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
yeah,
Yes,
you
I was
almost ate
like,
shit.
trying to like
Yeah.
pull over there, and I was like,
Maybe, hey, since you just took the totem pole down, maybe we like put it up here next week for one
do that.
episode.
if you can carry it,
Oh, dude.
you
Next,
can. If you can have it if you can carry it.
I don't know about you guys, but next week at this point, next Friday, I will have seen Civil War. Civil War's coming out next Thursday. It's the midnight
I will also
screening.
have seen it. yeah.
I will not have seen it.
It's pretty cool. That movie looks
I'm
fucking
very,
fantastic.
Very good.
Very excited for
Cool.
that one.
I'm
All right.
probably gonna take next Friday off to watch it, so you guys have fun and off topic.
We will.
They're
All
gonna
right.
brand a table, maybe.
See you next week where we'll maybe brand this table unless we have to do it early and then we won't do it.
Yeah, we got it. Look at this.
Fat guy's still hungry.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
He sees animation. There's your SFX budget.
Is he like holding the turkey? Is that what it's gonna be? He's actually picking up the killer turkey and he doesn't realize
We
it.
need to frame you next to this parking lane
No,
sign.
no. I mean, that even in your own imagination doesn't make any sense because it went through your fucking head, Billy. What the hell was that?
Does that work?
They're playing.
This isn't Hook, dude. That's not how it works.
They're playing Glory, Glory, Hallelujah.
Okay. So did he eat the killer turkey? Yep, it exploded out of him.
New Mexico.
Did he have the gun
shotgun.
with him? Yeah.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call foul play.
Wah, wah.